February 3rd, 2026, Uranus stations direct in Taurus, marking the final phase of a journey that began back in 2018. This is a powerful turning point. Uranus, the Great Awakener, has been reshaping our relationship with stability, security, values, and self-worth for years. Now, as it prepares to leave Taurus for good, forward momentum returns, and what has been changing on the inside begins to move into the outer world. When Uranus stations direct, the pace accelerates, breakthroughs arrive suddenly, insights turn into action. There's a sense of urgency around closing cycles, releasing outdated attachments, and no longer investing energy in structures that can't carry us into the future. This is especially significant for those with strong Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, or Aquarius placements, as long-standing patterns around comfort, safety, and material security are ready to be outgrown. With supportive alignments to Saturn, Neptune, and Pluto, this is not chaotic change, but conscious evolution, an opportunity to rebuild with intention, guided by intuition, and aligned with deeper truth. Uranus direct in Taurus reminds us that true stability grows from adaptability, authenticity, and the courage to move forward when the old no longer fits.
Hey, family. Howdy, howdy, howdy. Welcome. Hold on for a quick second. Let me make sure that all these things are correct. You guys, this is... Today I have a hard out at about 7 o'clock because I'm going on a girls' night, like a real girls' night for the first time in forever. And I want to just go to a bar with some friends and drink really yummy drinks and flirt with cute boys and not be thinking about working 7 days a week. All right, everything is working. Perfect. Hi, family. Welcome to another installment of Blue Centric Lives Tarot Tuesday. We do this the first Tuesday of every single month. Tuesday is also the day where I do a lot of my readings. So I have been doing readings all day. Somebody said, not yes, pussy party for the pink. I'm wearing pink because it's love month, right? It's capitalism love month. It's the month that we all pretend that we love each other by spending a lot of money and being consumers. Yeah. So I did this for y'all. I'm just joking. I missed y'all so much. I hope y'all missed me. We only have about 10 minutes for a catch up because we have 2 hours. 2 hours is 240 minutes. 240 minutes for 12 signs. That's about 20 minutes per sign. But we got to cut that in half because y'all be asking questions. So we're going to do a 10-minute. For those who are new here, we're going to do a 10-minute catch up on life. For those of you who are nosy, I want to know what's going on in my business. Then we're going to go right into the signs, and we're going to try to do them a little bit more efficiently than usual. I missed you guys. Yes, 120 minutes, not 240 minutes. Thank you, guys. That just tells you how tired I am, which is the perfect time. My inability to do math is the perfect conversation around my life update. I feel like 12 years a slave. I landed back in America from London at the end of June of 2025. And had me a good old time in London, was in Chelsea and all these fancy areas, spending all this money, X, Y, and Z, and spend it. And then I get home and I go to my Amex savings account. I had $218. True story. Came back from London being a bougie bitch to find out that I had $218 in my savings account, and my rent and my mother's mortgage were both due in 2 weeks. And I was like, oh, that's not fun. That was 7 months ago. In that 7 months, I now have more than $218 in my savings account. I've created a business. There's a whole brand. There's a whole community. I love y'all. Shout out to the Blue Crew. My life has changed drastically in the last 7 months. But guess what I had to give up to go from $218 in my account to being able to be in this beautiful new townhouse that I'm in? Sleep. I gave up sleep. I have not slept since I landed from London, at least not properly. And the chapter that started at the end of June, I think it was like June 21st, 2025, just ended yesterday. 7 months of grinding, hustling, producing. Fuck an hour live. Let's do 4 hours, 5 hours, 6 hour lives. Y'all been on here, right? Doing tons of content, right? My classes are sold out. I cannot sell y'all. Did you see how there's no ticker? Ain't nothing to sell. My classes are sold out until September. My calendar is booked until April. A bitch is tired. Yes. And so the fact that yesterday, when Bridget and I came home from our last to-do, and I laid on the couch, I said, oh my God, I have nothing left. I feel like when you take a cantaloupe and you take a spoon and you scoop out all the fresh cantaloupe and all that's left is rind. I feel like cantaloupe rind. Yes. And so I made a decision that I am cutting back on everything drastically in the month of February. February's going to be a month of recovery. The only thing I'm not cutting back on is YouTube. YouTube, funny enough, of all the work that I do, is the one that I find the most relaxing and fulfilling, even though it's a lot of labor, right? So outside of my YouTube channel, I'm going to be asleep and getting massages and pedicures. I had a toe that I jammed into a shelf in the candle shop 2 weeks ago. For an hour, I thought I broke my toe. I shook it off, kept working. That toe just got fixed yesterday. I went to the nail salon. The lady had to do surgery and build me a new toenail. That's how gully I have been. My fingernail, one of my fingernails popped off. She built me a new one. I kept on going. I know it's crazy. Y'all don't think about injuries that come. I have poured about 5,000 candles in the last 4 months. Poured. That doesn't include cleaning, maintenance, inventory, admin. It has been a lot. Now, why am I sharing this aside from the fact that this is part of the live? Why I always share. I gave up 7 months of freedom to create a foundation that will now last me the rest of my life. So I said, Blue, no, you can't do that. I mean, I probably shouldn't do that. I won't be doing it again. But that 7 months of extreme sacrifice, you know that Jim Carrey meme that I'm always quoting about how he says you have to be willing to give up a year of your life for the rest of your life. And I think I did a year in 7 months. I think I did a 12-month bid in 7 months, right? And I knew it was over yesterday, not because we finished checking off our list, right? We have some admin to do. I'm gonna do that next week after I sleep. The reason why I knew that chapter was over was yesterday in our cul-de-sac, in our little gated community, we have a maintenance manager named Luis. Luis had to come over to fix one of the keypads on my door. He comes over. He's fixing the keypad. I'm sitting at the foot of the steps on the first floor of my townhouse, and I'm just like, I'm tired. You know that picture with the blue background of the black lady in the white nightgown who's holding the edge of the bed, and she's just like, like a tired black woman picture? I am sitting at the bottom of the steps looking just like this bitch, right? And Luis is fixing the door. And I can see him in my peripheral, but I'm not really looking at him. I'm just kind of looking at my phone haphazardly. Luis stops working, looks up at me with a level of pity that I have never seen in a man's eyes. And he says, Blue, you look so tired. I said, Luis, I am. I'm cantaloupe rind. They scooped the cantaloupe and all that's left is me. He said, Blue, please go to sleep. Seeing this maintenance man who has been working on a construction site for 2+ years and barely gets any rest and is covered in sawdust, a man who's in the trenches, look at me like, bitch, you doing too much. And before I could react, here comes Bridget from upstairs. Yeah, go to sleep, Blue, screaming at me from upstairs on the second floor. I said, bitch, get out my face. Everybody leave me alone. Luis finishes fixing the door. He says, no, seriously, Blue, please go sleep. I'm begging you. He leaves. I walk upstairs. Bridget's doing some admin with some tracking numbers for our orders. I crawl to the couch and I lay down and I'm like, yeah, I'm done. I'm done. Like there's nothing left in the tank. I'm done. So guys, I'm sharing this to say, I'm not just wearing pink because, you know, I'm a girl and it's February. I'm wearing pink because this month is going to be restorative and full of recovery and reconnection and softness, right? Soft and pink or whatever. Somebody said, go to sleep, Blue. I will. I will go. I'm going to go to sleep. I promise. Somebody said, God sent him. You think God sent my maintenance man to look at me with deep pity? Actually, God is. The God that I serve would do that. So actually, that's not a bad premise. And a lot of you out there, even though you might not have been living as extremely as I have, because working 7 days a week with the day off once every 3 weeks is not sustainable, normal, or healthy. Do not recommend, right? It also was a price that I was willing to pay, and I wouldn't do it again. People say, I'd do it again. No, I wouldn't. No, I will never be this young again. I will never do that again. Yeah. But there was a quantum leap that I felt like I had to do to catch up to the things that I felt like I'd been robbed of. There are moments in your life where people that you invest in, or I should say misinvest in, have no ROI. ROI stands return on investment. There have been relationships that I have invested in that I have not got a return on my investment that I think was worth it. And those people cost me time that I will never get back. I always say, if I have to choose between time and money, I'm gonna always choose time, right? Because you can make another $20, you can't get back that 20 minutes. And though, there are moments where you have to give up time to make money to buy you more time. Yeah? And you have to pick those moments strategically. I strategically sacrificed my social life and rest for something that was totally worth it. That's why we have the Blue Crew now. The Blue Crew came out of me being a workhorse. So y'all can't tell me it was a bad idea, because it's how we all got here. Yes? I won't be doing it again. So let me look at some of the comments. First of all, someone said a real quote. Hello, Kel Safina. I hope I pronounced it correctly. I'm so bad with names. Grateful to be with y'all. Blue, hoping to know, is this a healthy slow burn or avoidance and games? It's avoidance and games, baby. It's avoidance and games. It's avoidance and games with a little bit of titillating slow burn out of restlessness. Thank you for asking that question, my love. All right, guys. A lot of you in here can relate to what I'm saying because you have been in that season yourself, and it has not always had great results. I've had seasons of working really, really hard where my life didn't change in 7 months. Yeah. I've had seasons where it was like, oh, even though how I was working was not smart. What made this feel like a good investment was, even when I was tired and sleepy, I knew my future self would be proud of what I was investing in. That is the bit of advice I would give to anybody who's an entrepreneur, anybody who's been laid off, anybody who's in an emotional rut, anybody whose money is fine, but just feels like something is off and they need more excitement. If you are investing extremely, if you're going to say, I'm giving up this amount of time to buy me time later, make sure what you're investing your time in is something that 5 years from now, you're going to be proud of yourself. 5 years from now, I'm going to be proud of the Blue Crew. 5 years from now, I'm going to be proud of the candle shop. I'm going to be proud of the story times that we've had and the community that we built and the people that I've reached. I'll be proud of all of this in 5 years. That's the only reason it was worth it. But if you're doing a little bit of something strange for some change, okay? If you're doing something that might have to be redacted later, reconsider. Somebody in here, the person who needs that message knows who you are. I'm not going to share too much of your business. Somebody said, love you, Blue. Thanks for starting Terror Tuesday. This way we needed it. Yeah, no, I needed it. Shit. And to be honest, in a couple of hours when I'm at the bar with E and the girls, with my titties propped up under my chest, flirting with somebody's son, yeah, I'm ready to come back outside. My Gemini rising and my Gemini Venus would like to go outside after sleep. Yes? All right, guys, this is going to be, okay, we are now at the 14. Oh, that's probably the slowest update I've ever done. Love this for me. We're at the 14-minute, 36-second mark. We are going to be starting with a reading for Aquarius. Wait, is it really Aquarius season? Is it Aquarius season for real? How we get to Aquarius season so fast? Wait a minute. Do I have any videos? Somebody says such an important message. I'm happy it is. I don't ever know who needs to hear these messages. I know people be like, somebody needs to hear this. No, my spirit guides actually be telling me when people need to hear stuff. And I do my best to honor them so that they don't smite me in my sleep. I'm going to see if I have any videos for Aquarius. Aquarius, are you sure it's your season? Capricorn season's already. Oh my God. I have not slept. It really is Aquarius season. Oh shit. Alias Superstars, you up. Okay. You are the bar, honey. I never met an Aquarius who I didn't find fascinating. And that's by design. They need to feel fascinating. Aquarius. I also have never met an Aquarius who did not think Earth was ghetto and did not want to leave. So that's also very funny. Do I have any Aquarius memes in my phone? I'm going to look in a second. Ooh, oh, that one's a little bit mean. Ooh, that one's also a little bit mean. Aquarius, all the memes that I have for y'all are snarky, and it's your birthday month. I'm gonna keep it cute. I'm gonna keep it cute. I'm gonna see, first of all, I have one last message to share. I know I did the timestamp thing, but I have one last message to share. Wait a minute. Florence is saying housekeeping. First, like the lives. Yes, thank you, Florence. Like the lives. Second question, our luck of a draw like roulette. Yes, thank you, Florence. I'm gonna get into all that. Third, bare minimum $10. Yes, what Florence was trying to say is, in the middle of these free readings that I'm going to be doing for all the signs, if you would like to buy a raffle ticket for me to answer your question specifically, it has to be a clear, concise, short question. It cannot be 5 paragraphs, right? If you have a clear, concise, short question, nothing medical and nothing legal, this is still YouTube. If you have a question like that, you can give us a $10 super chat to buy a raffle ticket. And when it's time to answer the questions, I will go through and answer them. We already got one. $50. Wow. Thank you for all that you give. I'm so grateful to you. Oh, wow. Thank you, Superfine. I appreciate that. That is so sweet. By the way, those of you who don't have questions and who just like give super chats as thanks, I always am like taken aback by how generous that is. So Superfine, I want to see if I can find you on here. Guys, sorry for the housekeeping. I want to see if I can find you on here. New comments. Okay, the comments are going very fast. Superfine, there you go. I'm going to oh, it doesn't let me. I'm going to put a little star next to you. Oh, you're so sweet. I'm going to put a star next to you. I want to thank you. And I'm going to play a message that's not as sweet as my last message. Somebody in here also needs to hear another message. And I didn't want to pass it on because I'm trying to be soft and pink and cute. Yes, it's very beam me up, Scotty. For the Aquariuses. They're all aliens, guys. Very beam me up, Scotty energy. But I'm going to play a message that somebody needs to hear, and it's going to feel confrontational, and I'm not saying it. I'm going to have somebody else say it.
Some of you are not supposed to be healers.
Aquariuses are very blunt. This is in the spirit of Aquarius season, okay? Let me play that back. This is a message. This is a message that my spirit guide told me. Not beat me up. The Aquariuses all want to go back to whatever spaceship they were from. Sorry, guys. I just work here. This is a message that some of y'all need to hear, or you know somebody who needs to hear it. I don't know how to say this nicely, so I'm going to just say it honestly, dipped in pink. You're not all healers.
Some of you are not supposed to be healers. Some of you are not supposed to be healers. Maybe at one iteration of your life you were supposed to be, and you have evolved beyond that because you're not healing yourself. You're falling out behind the scenes, falling apart spiritually, mentally, emotionally, financially, all scrambling all around because you want to call yourself a healer. When in actuality, you are a divine demonstrator.
Let them use you. Are you hearing this? Are you hearing this?
You're not supposed to be fixing anybody. Learned in it. Been there, done that. We're not supposed to be fixing everybody and healing everybody. No. We are supposed to be divine demonstrators, right? Who actively heal ourselves, facilitate our own healing, and just show people how we did it. That's it. It's really not that deep. And a lot of us are...
That's it. Oh, y'all feel exposed. Yeah. What? I just work here. You're like, oh, Bluey, miss you. This is what y'all miss. Y'all missed me, right? I'm back, bitch. I'm back. Love you. But this is what my spirit told me to tell y'all. Let me let the lady cook.
Running around, shamalama ding dong, wanting to be so healing everybody else, and we miserable to the point where it's a performance. Don't nobody want no performance. If that's the case, they'll go to a comedy show. They'll go to their favorite concert or to the movie. Nobody wants a performance of healer.
You're putting a show on that nobody bought tickets for. Nobody bought tickets for this play. You're up here yelling to the rafters. Nobody bought tickets.
More people want divine demonstrators, meaning that instead of trying to run around and heal everybody, right, and act holier than thou, and pretend like you got everything together, no, that's not actually what people want. People want you to show the receipts. How are you doing spiritually? How are you doing mentally, physically, emotionally, financially? And just show how you did it. And don't charge nobody $50 million just to show them how they did it. Be reasonable and get your portion, get your fair share, and just share how
People who are like, Blue, you do so much work. Why is your course not thousands of dollars? Because I'm trying to heal as many people as possible while still paying my mortgage. It has to be mutually beneficial. I can't feel like a charlatan. Some of y'all just learned something on Monday, and by Friday, you selling a $2,000 course. You're not all meant to be healers.
You're doing it for yourself. You're not a healer. You're a divine demonstrator.
Yeah. I hope that was helpful. I hope whoever needed to hear that fucking heard it. Yeah. Somebody said I didn't buy tickets for. Wait, it's your own play. How do you not buy? Wait a minute. All right, guys. Yes, let's wake it up. It's Aquarius season, so I'm talking to y'all like a fucking Aquarius. Let's get into it. All right, timestamp 2125. 2125. We're starting first with questions. I quit my job. Am I right for feeling good, safe in that decision? Absolutely. They were going to eat your soul. $10 via the UK. Lolly 6340 says, Gem Sun, Scorpio, Rising, Sag Moon. New member here. Welcome to the family. My job is draining. Black. I know I'm being called to work for myself. How do I gain confidence to finally leap? You need more money in your savings. You need to leap, but it has to be a calculated leap. You need 5 months of savings. I'm getting 5 months very loud. 5 months of savings. You need a group chat of friends that you can vent to without trauma dumping, who've given you permission during the transition. And you also need some sex. I'm not going to get too much into that, friend. If you're having sex, it's not working. Some of y'all have backed up sacral chakras. How you got a whole man? Let me shut up. Blue, is it safe to let my son walk to and from school by himself? Not yet. Not quite yet. Not quite yet. Hold off until next year if possible. For the next question, this is $9.99, guys. It said $10 or more. $9.99 is not $10. It's not about me nickel and diming you for a penny. It's about me recognizing that you understand directions and are not trying to be lazy about engaging with me, right? So even though this is $9.99, I'm not gonna say your name. I'm gonna answer your question. You'll be the last $9.99 I will be answering, though. I'm unhappy with the community in my department where I work. Will I get the new job I applied for, or will I remain where I'm at? I see you remaining there a little bit longer, but I also see you having to continue looking if you don't get the job. You don't belong where you are, but the thing that you applied for, it's like 60-40, which is promising but not guaranteed. Not guaranteed. You guys were doing the super chats very quickly today because I actually took a nap, so I have energy. Yolanda says, should I sell my land and invest my money in my brother's business? Absolutely the fuck not. Not. You need to be a partial investor, but your brother's business is not a good investment quite yet. There's some marketing issues. There's some fat that needs to be trimmed. The accounting and bookkeeping is not what it needs to be. And also your brother does not plan to respect the investment the way he would for a complete stranger. So that's awkward. Yeah. So they're saying you can help a little bit, but no, it's a dub, friend. All right, guys, we're waking it up today. This live is really, really hype, and it's not just because I have a girls' night to get to. It's because I'm actually in a good mood because I slept 7 hours today. To me, that's a coma. So a bitch feels real, you know. All right, am I in the right field professionally? Partially. You're doing the right skill sets, but it's not being applied properly. So it's not the field, it's the application. It's almost like if you wanted to work in the music industry and you thought that you should have been a singer, but the whole time you were supposed to be a producer or a talent manager, but you were still in the right field. So the issue isn't the field, it's the way you're executing. Okay, my spirit guides are being very loud. Apologies, Blue, and thank you. No problem, love. You still got your question answered, and I appreciate you. I know you didn't mean any harm. I need some 7 hours, baby. I feel like I took speed. 7 hours of sleep feels like I took speed. I'm shaking. I'm so excited. All right, guys. We're going to start now. For real, for real. This is my third time doing a timestamp, but this time I mean it. This time I mean it. All right, Aquarius. There's 593 of us in here. Oh, my bad. 2447 for those who are keeping timestamps. Should I be keeping timestamps? 2447. Child, the pen's too far. Somebody else do it. 2447, we're keeping timestamps. Aquarius, what is your message? Safety. Aquarius, the month of, that's a vulnerable answer for Aquarius because y'all act like you don't need nobody. Aquarius, sun, moon, and rising. Your word for the month of February, Lovers Rock month, is safety, safety, safety. You need to focus on what is safe, not just what feels good or strokes your ego. And definitely not just what is spiteful, because some of y'all are in a spiteful energy. Interesting. Aquarius, you think somebody had you fucked up or somebody embarrassed you, and you are feeling a little bit spiteful. Some of y'all. Not all of you. Only take what applies, guys. This is a group reading. It's a collective reading based on who's in the room, all 613 of you. So if it doesn't apply to you, don't force it, please, okay? This is a buffet. Everything I do with y'all will always be a buffet of abundance. I will always give you way more than you ask for and more than you might even need, and you take what you need, right? Because I want you to believe in abundance. We don't do stingy shit over here, right? And so in this buffet, if something is about another Aquarius, not about you, then don't put it on your plate. Don't put it on your plate. All right. All right. Aquarius, the next message is raindrops. Oh, you might need a good cry. Nah, I love me a buffet. As a fluffy bitch, I appreciate that sentiment. I too love a buffet. No, Aquarius, you might need a good cry. Aquarius, sun, moon, and rising. You have been acting stoic or angry because you're oscillating between being stoic like nothing matters or being angry because angry lets you feel something without having to be vulnerable. You need to cry. You need to cry. You need to have an emotional outlet with somebody. Aquarius, sun, moon, and rising. You're feeling like cancers. This is something I'd expect to say to cancers, but this is Aquarius is in a very, your birthday month has you like wanting to tell the truth and shaming the devil about how much you need community, even though you don't like community all the time, right? Aquarius cares about mankind, but one-on-one, they don't like most of us. If the Aquarius likes you, you should feel special because you are. Yes. Someone said Cancer, Sag, Rising, Gemini, Moon. Should I pivot into a finance job this year? Will it pay more than I'm currently making? Love you. I love you guys too. I can see you doing a finance job, but I don't see it being a big uptick. I see it being marginal, like maybe 10% uptick, right? So it could be an increase, but it's not going to be a windfall quite yet. I also see you being stressed though. So ask yourself, is a little bit of extra money worth the extra stress as well? If you are at stress capacity, stay where the fuck you are. Because the stress will go up. I'm hearing that very loudly, my love. All right, up next, let me see. Let me take this down. Ooh, why do I feel like I took Adderall today? And I know I didn't. Blue, you are on my ass in a good way. Yay, that is the intention. All right, guys, let's see some other messages for Aquariuses. Let's do a general message for Aquarius. General message for Aquarius. And guys, I really, really, really want to get into the habit of us having a conversation about how you guys are improving. And so I love hearing testimonials. If you guys ever have any testimonials, please feel free to share them. Not in the live chat, because the live sometimes doesn't populate. And sometimes we have great lives that stay with the videos. And sometimes the live chats disappear, which makes me sad. YouTube, get it together. So if you are someone who has a testimonial, share it in the replay, the regular comment section, not the live comment section, because you guys have been sharing a lot of really amazing testimonials with me, but I don't always get a chance to read them, and I would like to be able to just come to one place to read them all at once. All right. So, and shout out to the person I did a reading for today who said that she's been working with the candles, and her life has changed, improved and evolved, not changed, and evolved a lot. I appreciate you. Several of you have been telling me that, and we've only been selling these candles since September. So the fact that so many of you have made such drastic improvements on your life in a couple of months, amazing, amazing, amazing. Oh my God. Someone just gifted 5 Blue Centric memberships. By the way, guys, we are doing our first sexy story time this Saturday. Yeah. It's gonna be nice. All right, Aquarius, what's your message? And the sexy story time, guys, is for members only. That's why I mentioned it when somebody bought the memberships. Members only. I'm not doing any more sexy free story times. All right, Aquarius, your message. You're in a bossy mood. You want justice. You're tired of people who played with your emotions. You are slowly trying to rebuild your life. You need creativity as the way out. If you are an Aquarius, Ace of Pentacles. If you are an Aquarius in the month of February, your creativity will be the thing that keeps you buoyant. It will be your lifesaver. If you are someone who's a writer, a singer, a producer, even a photographer, picking up a lot of Aquarius, sun, moon, and rising photographers in here, you need to think about how do I tap into my creativity in order to save myself. I don't care if you're a school teacher or a CPA. If you are an Aquarius, sun, moon, and rising, this is the month where your creative endeavors might be the thing that keeps you sane. Should I start vending machine business? No. It'll do good at first, and then within 6 months, you're going to regret it. Wow, that was very blunt. What the fuck is in the air today? Oh, I've been doing readings all day. Duh. So my thing is still open. Someone said, hey, Blue, is there any message my spirit guides really want me to know? You guys don't do any more of this because that's considered a cold reading, and cold readings take too much energy from me when I'm doing so much at once. The more specific, the easier it is. But for you in particular, you need to forgive your parents for how they failed you, because you are very much like them. And you were robbed of something before the age of 25 that you're never getting back, but it made you a better person because of what you had to learn to make up for it. That's the general message. You guys, please do not ask for any more general messages, because sometimes they get a little too personal in a way that I don't feel safe doing to y'all in a public forum. Yeah. Up next for Aquarius, we're going to do Aquarius love. Y'all like how I am when I sleep? Look how fast I'm going when I get some rest. It's almost like I'm a person. All right, Aquarius, we're going to do love. What's a love message for Aquarius? What's a love message for Aquarius? Because Sophia said deep. Bruh, that's what I'm telling y'all. I try my best to filter the answers in a way nobody will be embarrassed, but sometimes y'all get some real froggy answers. Shout out to the lady who was sleeping with somebody's husband and the cards pulled on it. Y'all remember that lady? I hope she's watching. You were so fun when you and I had our one-on-one afterwards. No judgment, no judgment. Aquarius moon photographer here. Perfect. So, baby, when I tell you the energy in here is loud, the energy in here, somebody said sleep looks good on me. I agree. By the way, guys, I'm going to the bar with no makeup. Is that crazy at my big age that I keep leaving the house with no makeup? Is that lazy? Thank you for your confirmation that listening to yourself is safe even in this economy. Oh, I love that. All right, guys. Chris, y'all ready for your love message? Abundance. Oh, well, shit. I would like this one for myself. Aquarius, happy birthday. Oh, look at this. Your love message for February is abundance. Keep a positive mindset. Manifest exactly what you want, because gratitude and bliss is the frequency that will get you there. Gratitude and bliss. You see why you need to let go and forgive people and not be spiteful, Aquarius? Because it's the opposite energy that's going to get you what you want. We already did that one. I want to make sure I'm getting to everybody in the chat. Oh, there's a lot. Is that Canadian? Should I focus on my career, on staying in my current job, look for a new one, or expand my family by having another baby? If possible, don't have another baby until next year. You should, because should is me taking away your free agency. I would suggest, based on what I'm hearing, that you focus on getting a new job while also focusing on advancing at your current job, because it might take you a while. They want you to suck your current job dry as much as possible. They fucking owe you because you're being underpaid by about 20%, and you have colleagues who are doing less work than you that are getting paid more than you. Oop, that was a lot. Maybe I slept too much. Take everything you can. Stage a legal armed robbery at your current job, because those motherfuckers played in your face financially. Like, let's say you were to get another job that doesn't start for 3 weeks. In those 3 weeks, use all your paid time off. Use all your professional development. Suck them dry and then quit. It's one of those kind of situations. As far as a child, I see it's okay to have a child whenever you want, so I can't tell you about that. I don't do medical family planning. And though, they're saying that top of next year would be a better time. Hope that was helpful. My God, today. Milk them dry. Yes, milk them dry. All right. Someone's saying, Blue, your skin is beautiful. You don't need makeup. Well, I appreciate that, but sometimes I feel childish walking around in these sexy places, and here I am with a naked ass face, just raw dogging it. All right. What is a heart message? Because this is Valentine's month, these are all going to be heart-centered messages, because, a bitch likes a theme. What is a heart message? I love it when these are orange or aubergine. Aubergine is just a fancy French word for eggplant. Blue, I really enjoyed our session today. Oh, I'm happy. Literally after I received news from one of my job prospects to move to the final step. That is some good juju. That is some really good juju. Okay, guys, speaking of good juju, am I going to share this with y'all? No. I have a special thing to share with y'all, but I'll wait till we're in at least Aries or Taurus to share it. Remind me in here. All right, what is a heart message for Aquarius? What is a heart message for Aquarius? Aquarius, you are moving on. Yeah, you guys, the theme is loud. Aquarius, the theme is you let that shit go so something better can show up. The theme is loud. Someone said here, Virgo rising, Capricorn moon, Sun, Leo. Since moving to California, I'm struggling to socialize, date. What should I do to change, help me with that issue? You have to be willing to do things that are community-based, like Black Market Flea or everyday people. There's certain functions in LA that are huge groups of people. I'm not saying those events, I'm just giving examples. You have to be willing to go to events that have a lot of people and see what strangers kind of wander over to you. You also have to be willing to look up, you know how on TikTok they have those like fun things for wherever you are. Like if I'm in Boston, it'll be like, here are 5 fun things to do in Boston. Here's a fun restaurant in Boston. It always knows that I'm in Boston. I come back to LA, here are 10 great date nights in LA. You have to be willing to let the algorithm throw you some fun, unexpected shit to do. Because I see you meeting people while out and about. Right? For those who are new here or who are just coming in, yes, you're right, my love. We're starting with the Aquarius because it's Aquarius season. The way that we do readings here is we start with the season that we're in and not just constantly doing Aries first and Pisces last, because that gets boring, right? Aquarius, your final message is move on. The cards done found about 10 ways to tell y'all to let shit go and do something else. I'm not going to keep reiterating. Aquarius, I'm very happy for you, but I can't keep pulling the same collecting card over and over again. So you've been told 5 times to move on and level the fuck up and to make sure that safety is your priority this month. Not optics, not bitterness, not revenge, because y'all some spiteful. Y'all like the Scorpios of the air signs. Not revenge. Yeah? Somebody said money message. Do y'all want a money message? Do I have any cards? Okay, I'm gonna pull a card for a money message. Money message for focus on your business and your creativity and communication. Money will come from creativity. Yeah, that was pretty clear. Aquarius, if you're thinking about money, again, you're gonna have to be creative. And being creative doesn't mean painting a picture. Being creative means finding innovative ways to use what you got to get somewhere you've never been. Let's see. One last question before we pivot to Pisces. Wow, we're getting Pisces fast. Pisces stellium, Cancer rising. Wow, that's a lot. You are waterlogged, huh? I'm a social worker thinking about doing my grief therapy. What do you mean doing your grief therapy? Is this a good idea? You mean doing grief therapy yourself or administering grief therapy? There's some words, some nouns, some adjectives, some qualifiers, something about that sentence I'm not understanding. Yeah, I don't understand the question, love. Add some more words in there because I'm autistic, so I take things literally, and something is missing literally. Leo sun, Aries moon, Libra rising. For the last few weeks, I've been so depressed and anxious. I'm sorry to hear that, love. I know work is contributing. The stress is so much, and I'm so unbelievably tired. This is my dream job. I don't know what to do. Your dream job is, I don't say it's killing you, but you don't have capacity for your dream job. Nobody talks about that. How you can get your dream job and not have the capacity to receive it. A lot of times people will dream for things, but not create the space or the capacity. You need a week off. And if you have to call out sick and say that you have some kind of SARS, neuro, COVID, flu virus, by the way, there was a thing going around that was like the COVID, SARS, flu, something. It was like a hybrid of everything where people lost their sense of taste and it was weird and they lost their voice. Bridget had it. Thank God she wasn't over when that happened. Shout out to you, friend. You need a week, like a full week of just sleeping. We're talking about me getting 7 hours. You need 7 days. Is it time for me to switch careers? Absolutely. Absolutely. Did I say absolutely? Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. And when I find my new home? Oh, I'm not picking up on that. I'm picking up that there's going to be, have you started looking even? Have you even started looking? Are you asking that in the vision space? Because it doesn't even, if you started looking, you haven't seen it. The energy is weak on that, which means you haven't even looked yet or you're not taking it seriously enough for me to pick up on anything. I read energy. There's not even enough energy in that. So are you seriously looking? And just tell me that first. Faraya, I hope I'm not mispronouncing it. Are you even seriously looking? Because the energy is weak, like very weak. You're in the vision. Somebody's laughing about the vision space. What? I'm not trying to be ignorant. I'm just saying, like, did you do anything? Because the energy doesn't, I mean, I would like to be a billionaire, but I would not like to be a billionaire. I would like to be a multi-millionaire, but if I haven't done anything, I'm just talking, right? Thank you, Blue. You're so right. Oh, I'm happy that resonated. All right, guys, Aquarius, let shit go. Focus on safety. Do not be a bitter Betty. Creativity will be the thing that saves your ass. And you are in a place where love can be abundant if you focus on bliss rather than bitterness. When you stop crying over spilled milk, Aquarius, new milk shows up. I'm just saying. That's your message for February. Now we are moving on to Pisces at the 40 minutes and 10 seconds. Wow. That was a lot. That felt intense. Aquarius, is it just me or that feel a little intense? I feel like I took an Adderall, but I didn't. All right, Pisces turn. Yes. Somebody said, yeah, I don't know if she meant specializing. There's a word missing that's very important, so I'm gonna give her a chance. All right, up next we have Pisces. Pisces, I'm immediately tired the minute I mention you. All the energy I had for Aquarius just left my body. Pisces, why would you do this to me? There's a lot of tired ass Pisces in here. What y'all just saw me get all excited. Why would y'all do this to me? Pisces, you need a nap. You see how I'm breathing slow? You need to chill. I don't hate you, Pisces. I just work here. I'm a reflection. So how you mad at the mirror when I'm just a reflection? That doesn't make any sense, baby. I don't hate any of you. Y'all are tired. Nemo can't find himself because he's dragging his tail. Y'all. Not damn Pisces, you're incredible. Blue, I just took a nap. Maybe you still got doo-doo in your eyes because I'm tired. Okay? The energy was high and Pisces said, okay, Pisces, don't fear. Do not fear, Pisces. We can still salvage this. There's worse things. Somebody said I took 2 naps a day to start. I mean, you needed them. All right, Pisces. Damn, this is the kind of energy I would expect around a lazy Taurus, not a regular Taurus, a lazy Taurus. There's different kinds of Taurus. Pisces, this feels very lethargic. What the hell? Okay, what's your word, Pisces? Somebody said tired of what? Baby, you tell me. I just work here. Fear and courage. Why does Pisces always have 2 fish going in the opposite direction? What? Okay, I'm gonna show y'all some love. Pisces, you're tired because one part of you feels very, very courageous and wants to do all the things and say fuck it and start fresh, and the other side of you is completely crippled by fear and familiarity. That's why you're tired. Not fear and courage. Not 2 fish going in the opposite direction. Yes, you are stressed. You are stressed. Somebody said at least they're consistent. Well, it's true. It's true. At least they're consistent. Pisces, you're going to have a conversation with yourself in the month of February about what master are you going to serve? You can only serve one. You can only have one king. Are you going to, somebody said pick a struggle. Pisces, are you going to deal with what comes from operating from fear and surrendering and giving up in that kind of way? Or are you going to be courageous and actually stand the fuck up? Stand up! Stand up! But you can't do both. You can't be courageous at 2 p.m. and by 8 p.m. you're crying and calling your ex again. You can't be about to quit your job at 5 p.m. and then 9 a.m. the next day. Yes, boss, I sure love working here. Like Django Unchained and shit. Make a decision and stick to it. If you ain't got it to be courageous, do not fake it in the month of February. You will fall deeper into depression and fatigue. If you are too tired to be courageous, say, you know what? The fear won this month. I need to recover. I'm going to go lay down, and let yourself lay down and stay down for the whole fucking month. And actually fucking heal and rest. Right? Admit the fear won today, and it's okay. We're all human. It happens to everybody. Yes? However, if you say you're going to be courageous, you can't be pussy about shit. You give it, oh my God, I'm going to be courageous. I'm going to do all the things. And then every time something gets difficult, you run to a corner and play victim. You can't do both anymore. You're wearing everybody out. Yourself included. Somebody said, Blue was yelling at us. I'm sorry. I'll stop. Pisces, this might be your first time being put on the timeout. It's usually like the Aries or the fire signs who are working my fucking nerve. But y'all not working my nerves. I'm just tired. Because you're tired. And this is an energy transference. Right? Pisces. Fear or courage? Who won this month? Claim it early. Next card for Pisces. Ooh, child. Okay. What is another card for Pisces? I feel so bad. Bitch fire. Stand up for yourself. Well, well, I guess we know who won. Courage won. Not bitch fire. Okay, Pisces, you have the fire of 1,000 bitches. I told y'all to go lay down, and most of y'all not gonna listen. That's fine. Bitch, fire. You need to stand up for yourself. Well, I asked the question and then I answered it. That's awkward. Pisces, I didn't expect this from you. Somebody said, fearless, let's go. I literally said, girl, stand up, and then the bitch stand up card pulled out. I can't make this shit up. I know I'm a psychic. I've been doing these readings for years, but it still always freaks me out. Let's see if we have any quick questions. Have job interviews lined up for February and March. Will any of them bear fruit? They are abroad. 2 of them could be incredibly promising. One in particular, I see you having analysis paralysis, though. I see 2 very promising, one in particular. So someone's going to be like, there's a big one, and then there's like, it's not. This is a cute second option. I do see, though, you're going to be overwhelmed. I know you're saying they're abroad. Make sure that you have the capacity for what you're signing up for. I feel like, you know, sometimes they say your eyes are bigger than your stomach. Like you put more on your plate than you can actually eat. I think that you're reaching, which is great. Just make sure you have the capacity to actually touch the thing that you're reaching for. All right. Someone said, should I try to build a relationship with my daughter's dad or continue how I am, just doing my part, being a new single working mom and trying to... You don't need to build a relationship right now. You need to work on forgiving what happened between y'all and being more pleasant because you're being a little bitchy. And by a little, I mean, there's a group chat about you. Don't worry about building right now. Worry about being... Rather than creating something new, remove the shit that's not working first, right? Building a relationship based on how you're acting would just be building on a foundation of sand. And so there's some things you have to remove before you can build. I'm trying my best not to share too much of your business. I think I found a calm right now at work. Am I able to be happy for it? Should I start the search for a new career? Don't search for a new career anytime before the second half of the year because you're depleted and you need some stillness right now. You need a lot of stillness right now. So if it's working, it's not broke, don't fix it. All right. We're still on Pisces. Pisces, let's get you a love message. I feel a little bit bad about that last message. Actually, you know, I just work here. Okay. All right. Pisces, your message is, I like you. What? Okay, hold on. This is cute. You know, I love and shit. Someone likes you. Romance is blooming. Fun flirting will make someone want to date with you. Say yes. Guys, we're going to do colors next month. This month is all about love. I have all the old cards that y'all love. Those are the default cards, but we're doing a theme. So everything is very love-centered. That's why I bitches dipped in pink. I look like Pepto-Bismol, right? It's love. But we won't be getting back to the colors because the color for this whole month is pank. P-A-N-K, pank. Okay? Okay. All right. So, Pisces, somebody might want to rub on your booty a little bit. Sun, moon, and rising. Oh, you're dating a Gemini? Oh, then they definitely want to rub on your booty. That's an easy one. These motherfuckers got fear and courage and then got bitch fire right afterwards. My God, never beating the allegations. All right, Pisces, pank. Okay, yes, the color for everybody this month is pank. Thank you. That's why we're not doing colors this month. Love is in the air. All right, what's Pisces? No, Pisces wants the black deck. Oh, okay, excuse the fuck out of me. Hold on. Wait, bad bitches get LBs and Pepto-Bismol? I don't know what that means. Y'all might be eating edibles during the live, and I'm okay with it. But I don't know what. All right, Pisces, what is your general message? Universe, make it good, because you just made me cuss these people out into their face right on the live, child. That was embarrassing. Queen Bunny. Honesty. Ooh, Pisces, there might be a regression mid-month. This is a chariot upside down. Hold on now. Pisces. Okay, I need to work on my faces. Sorry. I went through a range of emotions with the Pisces deck, and I didn't want to say them out loud because I'm trying to be nice to y'all. I know y'all real sensitive. I'm trying to be nice. Pisces, you're going to be focused this month on stability and building and wanting to feel like things are going to be better. You're going to want to be honest with everybody. Watch your mouth, because you might be a little cutting, right? You're going to want to be honest with everybody, but there's a potential to be triggered by somebody from your past this month, or to be triggered by something from your past that comes back to you, right? So let's say you think about that ex that played in your face last year randomly, and now you become undone and you don't give a fuck who has a crush on you. Or let's say that job that played in your face is messing with your severance package. I feel like for Pisces this month, there's going to be a lot of attempts to be forward moving, but there's going to be these little traps that might try to grab you by the ankle and pull you back. Don't fall for it. Don't fall for it. Now, you got an upside down chariot. When a chariot is right side up, that's a good thing. That's water, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, moving forward. Chariots only go forward because horses do not know how to moonwalk. Google it. I'm not making this up, right? Chariots only know how to move forward. This y'all know, you upside down. You swiveling on your head like a fucking break dancer. So y'all gonna have to figure out how to guard whatever piece you're building for yourself this month. Somebody's palms are gonna be itching to fuck with you a little bit. Two of Swords. If you fall for it, you're going to be pulled into a dark mind space. And funny enough, two things are happening, Pisces. Even though this is a month of love and partnership and connection, this is actually going to be a very introspective month for you. You're gonna be very introspective. This is the Hermit card. For those who took the first two installments of my tarot class, how to read tarot cards in the members only. By the way, remind me, guys, I need to make a playlist for that. In that class, we heard that hermits are the dark night of the soul. It's a time where you sit still, go inward, and you really ask yourself, what exactly do I want from this? What exactly do I want from myself? Pisces, even though this is a month of love, I do see a lot of introspection being necessary. And last but not least, good news fast. If you are Pisces, sun, moon, or rising, be prepared for some really great news to come out of nowhere. Out of nowhere. The thing I love about this card is this good news fast card, the good news is moving so fast, they didn't even have time to draw people in it. Most of the tarot cards got people in it. The good news coming so fast, niggas that couldn't even show up yet. Okay? So Pisces, it's a mixed bag of good things are going to be popping if you allow them to, and people might want to play with you a little bit. Yep, look at this. Very next card, fighting. Somebody wants to fight with you this month, Pisces, sun, moon, and rising. Somebody or somebodies want to fight with you right when shit's supposed to be getting good. Well, I mean, that sounds like people. Yeah. Somebody's going to want to disrupt whatever you're building. Let me see. Shayla Space said, Gemini sun, should I stay at my job, start an RN program for nursing, or start preparing to take the bar exam? I have a JD in my state or elsewhere. I actually think you need to focus on one thing for the next 2 years. And so your question should be, what's the thing that would make me happy for the next 2 years? If whatever you're about to do, you could not fully commit to by itself with nothing else from now until the top of 2029, the answer is no. Because of all those things, you could do all of them, and I don't take away free will. It's the one that you could actually stay excited about until 2029. That's the answer. Anything that you think is just a thing to do is not going to be a no. I'm sorry, it's not going to be a yes. Cap, Sun, Aries, Moon, Pisces, Rising. Is buying a house in the next couple of months the right move? Yes, and make sure that you are very vigilant about the inspection. I see you looking at a house that might look really great or sound like a good deal, but be some bullshit on the back end. I see someone trying to sell you a lemon. So buying a house, second half, I'm hearing, by the way, second half of this year, buying a house in the second half of 2026, I see a green light for that. But the house itself, yeah, you know some scammers. There's some scammers in your ecosystem. Gemini sun, Taurus moon, Cancer rising. I invested in stock trading for 4+ years and I've done a good day. I've had good days, but not great days. Baby, the days that you've had are what it is. It's not going to change. You have a very accurate view of what it is. It's not going to get better. So if you like what you're getting, continue. If you don't, you need to pivot. This is as good as it's going to get. I've been feeling bad when I can't tell y'all good news. I really do. I wish I could just be one of them kumbaya-ass psychics who just lies and tells everybody everything's going to be okay. Should I quit my current job? Also, am I going to be successful in the career I feel I choose? Do not quit your job. You cannot afford it. You can be successful. You can't afford to quit your job, baby. You quite literally cannot afford to quit your job. Your spirit guide actually got mad at the idea of you quitting income. So no, no. No. You got some either Virgo in your chart or Virgo spirit guides, but the spirit of Virgo said, "Bitch, where? Put in a job to do what? Who's gonna pay for the? You gonna eat ramen every day? And now you got hypertension because of your sodium content? Yeah, no, you cannot afford it. You can't afford it. Pisces, let's pull some more cards for you real quick before we pivot. Let's do a heart-centered card since the theme is pank. Why am I so goofy? Yeah, somebody said, y'all, for legal purposes, that was a joke. I'm not even gonna post that because I don't want to get y'all in trouble. Okay. Fuck. What did I literally just say? Pisces, your card is rebuild. Somebody said, of course I believe blue, but I asked my daughter's dad and he said, yes, you have been bitchy. Well, again, I just work here. Yes, pank, okay? Everybody's color is pank. Do me a favor, guys. Look up the symbolism of pink, and in the replay chat comment section, tell me what pink means to you or what your Google search said. I want to see different shades of pink. Men look great in pink, by the way. Even though I have some feelings about Pharrell and how he acted at the Grammys, and we were talking about that on Thursday during Hot Topics, that blush pink he had on, chef's kiss. Pisces, this is now the second or third time I'm saying this. Yes, rebuild, Pisces. This is a month to rebuild, and somebody would try to kick it over as you're rebuilding it. Safeguard it, okay? Pink used to be considered a masculine color. Let me tell you, I've had a couple of, y'all know I attract attractive fuckboys who want to know why I'm the only one who's not chasing them. And a lot of them have worn pink or salmon, or not salmon. I always used to say salmon to make fun of people. Now I started saying it for real. Pink, salmon, terracotta, light brush orange, coral. Those colors look really great on men with a little bit of color. If you are a melanated man, find you some pink. Find you a nice manly shade of pink. Also, Pisces, because something told me to pull a second one, you also got coming together. So Pisces, you got rebuild and coming together as your heart message. So again, you want to start fresh, right? Just like we said for Aquarius, you want to start fresh as well. It's just, courage or fear. Your theme for this month is courage or fear. My 3-year-old daughter suddenly passed away in November. Oh, I'm so sorry. How can I begin to heal from that when I cannot understand why she's so no longer here? I will say this, my love. You need to talk to her. You know how people talk about children choose their parents a lot of times from the other side. You need to talk to her, and you need to write a letter thanking her for what she taught you about your capacity to love and grieve, which are the same thing, by the way. If you have a high capacity to love, you also have a high capacity to grieve. And there's a depth that has been added to you spiritually and emotionally. Of course, you'd rather have your daughter. Yes, obviously. And though, that depth doesn't get to leave you. I always say that when people experience deep grief and pain, it also increases their capacity for deep love and compassion if they are willing to let that happen. And I also feel like there's another child in your future. If it's not, I'm not doing a medical reason, whether it is you have another child biologically or you adopt, or another child comes into your life as a guardian or a parental figure, I do still see you raising another child, even if it's not biological. Right? And I do see the way that you change that child's life is going to be intrinsically and deeply informed by your daughter on the other side. She's still with you. And she's very protective of you, by the way. This is going to sound backwards, but spirits don't really do age the way we do. Your daughter watches you when you sleep. So if you cry about her, don't feel bad. She's with you. Let it out. Oh, okay. And you guys, I normally wouldn't take a question like that, but I felt her child with us, like she's with us. And so I felt disrespectful not to honor that. And let's all just take a deep breath. Ooh, I was not ready. Ooh. Was it an Aquarius? To any Aquarius who teared up, you're welcome. Say thank you to her. Because what did we say? You need to cry. Not the Aquarius getting a layup in the middle of Pisces reading during something really, really, really tender and vulnerable, right? We all felt that. And to the person who asked that question, I just hope you know that we're all here with you and that the energy of the room is with you. I can feel it. The room is covering you in love right now. I hope you receive it. Oh, yes, the dogs. All right. For those of you who are new here, if you want to ask a question, there's a raffle, $10 minimum, not $9.99, $10 minimum to join the raffle. And it is a raffle. So if you don't get picked for the raffle, do not follow me around like a stripper with ones in your hand saying you didn't answer my question. It's a raffle. Okay. If you don't want the raffle, you just want to be here. Free readings are happening all throughout this time. Pisces, I think that was the perfect way to end that. And I hope you received your message. Up next, what comes after Pisces? Wait, is that Aries? Are we already on Aries? No. Pisces. And then we're on Aries. Oh my God. Aries, you came faster than I thought. Pause. Aries. Interesting. Aries. Somebody said Cancer. Now, girl. You want me to believe that after Pisces comes Cancer? The only people who try it as hard as the Aries is the Cancers. So it makes sense that the Cancer would try during Aries. Aries, Cancer, and Leo. Every reading. I don't even blame you. Hold on. I need a little bit of lip chap. I haven't used Fenty in a while, but I've gone back to using Fenty recently. I don't know why. Shout out to Rihanna as if she needs my money. Hold on for a second. Let me do a little inside wipe. Yeah, I know when you talk a lot and you're wearing lip gloss, you get that little wipe on the inside. All right. Let's do one more question before we pivot to Aries, because Aries, I can already feel some mischief with you. Aqua, Sun, Moon, and Virgo rising. I'm hesitant. Should I follow through with my med studies, even though my low grades are hindering me, or switch to pharmacy next year? Switch. You have free will. I keep hearing over and over, switch. I was repeating it, not because I'm neurodivergent, because I kept on hearing it over and over. Don't forget the secret you were going to tell us, Blue. Yes, I'm going to tell you. Actually, I'll tell you right now. Hey, guys, I know that my candle shop has been on hiatus since the 14th of, was it January? A whole month of Mondays. January was 31 Mondays. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. January was 31 Mondays. Okay. It tried me. I know my candle shop has been closed. And I am excited to announce that in a couple of weeks, in conjunction with and in celebration of Women's History Month, we are going to be having a town hall meeting, gender neutral, so men can come. We're going to be having a town hall meeting, right? A little bit of a Zoom for all of us to actually talk face to face and not just on live. And in the town hall meeting, we're going to be talking about emotional intelligence, self-efficacy, surviving the apocalypse, a whole bunch of shit. It's going to be a nice little kiki, like a little Q&A town hall meet and greet virtually. And the virtual meet and greet, it's going to be like $9, like $9.99. I told myself I had to be under 10, and my team said, well, bitch, make it $9.99, because what the fuck you mean under $10? It's going to be a very inexpensive, not cheap, because cheap is about quality, okay? I told my team a couple of days ago, hey, I want to give away something free to everybody, because y'all know I like giving away free shit. And they said, bitch, that's not how you pay bills, and that's not how you pay us. They don't like it when I try to give y'all shit for free, because, you know, people like to get paid. So I was like, I want to do a free thing. And they were like, no, the fuck you not. So we're not going to do a free thing. It's going to be $9.99, because I'm so not a good entrepreneur. Because I was like, just take everything and the money will come. So we're going to be doing a meet and greet, a fun virtual meet and greet. Wait a minute, guys. $9.99 is what I said because I wanted to be under $10. But is $11.11 more magical? It's only $1, so it's not even about the money. But maybe $11.11 is more magical. Ooh, I like $11.11 because it's more magical. Okay, I just changed the price right here. Like, sorry, if you need to borrow a doll from somebody, call your cousin. Let's do it $11.11, because y'all know I like angel numbers. So for $11.11, we're going to be having a town hall meet and greet, like Kiki And we're going to be doing it on St. Patty's Day because I'm from fucking Boston, okay? A bitch likes to congregate on St. Patty's Day. So on St. Patty's Day, we are having you all like the 11/11. Okay. We're having a virtual meet and greet on Zoom. It's going to be private. The replay will only play. Actually, I don't know. I'm not sure where the replay will play. So you have to show up. I might not play anywhere. I'll see how I feel, right? But it's going to be 11/11. And this is the part that has me stop. Yes, I'm from Boston, okay? Somebody said, oh, that's your birthday. Then you have to show up. You have to show up. Hello. And though, during the St. Patty's Day virtual meet and greet, there may or may not be about 150 pure sweetness and good juju candles that I left in the tug. And I've decided that when I put the Eventbrite ticket up for the 11/11, somebody said gasp. Yes, Pisces can come. What do you mean? We don't discriminate. So when I put, yes, because I prayed on it. I said, God, my team won't let me do anything for free, but I know some people might want to purchase some candles, but the candle shop is closed and won't not be open back up for a very, okay. What are the two, if I was to sell 2 candles as a add-on to the meet and greet, what would they be? In loud, when I tell you it was like a thunderclap, I heard pure sweetness and good juju. Very specific, not shocking all. Y'all are just being funny now. So very soon, I will be putting up a link for the St. Patty's Day happy hour virtual meet and greet. We're going to wear green to attract good luck and money. And I'm from Boston. Hello. We're going to bring libations. We're going to be drinking. We're going to be drinking. Yes, guys. I'm going to be drinking on the Zoom. It's St. Patty's Day. And as part of that offering, there will be add-on options to buy pure sweetness and good juju candles. Yeah, that's the announcement. It's not a huge announcement. Oh, I think it's fun. So yeah, guys, quick question. Does somebody said you're the sweetest. Look, I have to fight with people because people be like, Blue, you're doing shit that's not, everybody wants to think about money. I want to think about community because money without community to me is an empty victory. It's a hollow fucking victory. So on St. Patty's Day, we're going to be getting tipsy and kikiing and talking face to face. So it's not just going to be me. It's going to be on a Zoom call with all of us together as a town hall meeting. And we're going to be drinking. And there will be candles on sale, limited supply. Somebody said, Blue, this is so good. I'm happy you think that because I was like, are they going to give a fuck? Limited supply, guys. So I'm going to tell you right now before you even email me, because y'all love to email me. If you go to the link when I put it up and there's no more candles left or there's no more slots left, because it's going to be limited slots and limited candles. I'm still autistic. I'm still neurodivergent. I don't want to be overwhelmed. Yes. Do not hit me up if you don't make it in on time. When I make the announcement, it will be during a live. Wait, should I do it during a members only live first? Hold on. My gut is telling me that I should give the members a 24-hour heads up before everybody else. Yeah. Members up, members rise. So members, during one of the lives, and I think our members only live that's coming up. Oh, something has flew into my eye. Thank God I'm not wearing makeup. I would look crazy right now. Oh, that was a lash. Somebody said us first. So the members are going to get the heads up 24 hours before the general public. Minimum of 24 hours. To be perfectly honest, guys, if you're not a member, you might not even get the ticket. I'm not even going to waste your time. If the members do it and it sells out, then just forget this ever happened. When members rise. When y'all do members rise, y'all make me so nervous. That's the announcement. If you never hear about this again, it means I put it up in the members area and there was nothing left to announce. Okay? Love y'all. All right, let's get back. Aries. Let's do Aries. Not members in 5. Don't do that. You know she'll be getting mad at me. Do not do that. All right, guys. Let's do Aries next. Aries. Members, I told y'all I was going to take care of y'all once we hit 1,000. I was not kidding. Like, I was not fucking playing. I have favorites. All right, we're going to do Aries. And what cards do I want to grab for Aries first? Let's do the word the message of the month first. Let's do the message of the month since it's all hearts. Timestamp for Aries is 1 hour, 10 minutes and 16 seconds. Okay, 1 hour, 10 minutes and 16 seconds for Aries. Aries, Aries, Aries. What is the message for Aries? Aries, you sure you're not a Gemini? Not okay. Aries, I got closeness and distance. So this might be particularly poignant for people who are in long distance relationships in Aries, or Aries couples where one of them is bi-coastal. Maybe you're in Aries and you travel a lot, or your partner travels a lot, but the Aries word is closeness and distance. Or it could be you're in Aries who's in a relationship with somebody, but you feel like there's a distance between you, right? So your term for this month, and there's a heart involved, so it is a love message, is closeness and distance. Aries, sun, moon, and rising. Interesting. How peculiar. Somebody said, why are we in it? Look. Aries, let me see another message to clarify. Maybe this will help clarify. Closeness and distance. Somebody said me as an Aries, sun, and Gemini rising. Well, that tracks. Oh, shout out to the new members. Shout out to TM Smith 30. We appreciate you, love. And also shout out to Love and Jars 22. Oh, 22 is my angel number. Somebody said we need members rise merch. We are working on merch, and that's one of the reasons why the shop's not coming back anytime soon. If y'all making requests, you know how I am. I do 6 hours of research for a pop culture life about a reality TV show. How long you think it's going to take me to bring y'all merch? I like to do shit right. So the reason why we're going to be having these flash sales and these flash offerings is because the site has to be right before it comes up, or it's not coming back. Y'all know how Tauruses are. All right, guys, let's do. Ooh, damn. Y'all saw that, right? Aries, please relax. My God. Okay. Aries, you need to lavender. Well, that's gay. Gay. We say gay in a good way here. Lavender. It's a bunch of women communing. You need to surround yourself with love. So funny enough, even though Aries we're talking about love right now because it's February, lavender shows like feminine love. So either you gay, how you doing? We're very bigotiga friendly here. Okay, shout out to the queer community. Either you're gay and this is just saying this is really your message, or you're someone who, instead of just focusing on romantic relationships this month, you need to focus on loving on your girlfriends and on your femme friends and on your female friendships and of like the divine feminine energy around you. Somebody said, wait, does that mean you are gay? What's not the devil? Oh, okay. Look, we don't judge here. Shout out to the thruples. It's just saying girl on girl with your lavender. This is a lot of homosexuality in here. And though, for those who are not gay, it's very femme on femme love. So Galentine's Day is the thing that people do. Rosa Acosta, shout out to Rosa. Rosa Acosta used to throw the best Galentine's Day parties. Rosa, I will not be in town for Galentine's Day. So if you see this, don't invite me. I'm not around. And though, I love your Galentine's parties. So this feels like if you are Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising, don't just be thinking about romantic love. Also be thinking about your feminine friendships. And if you are a queer man who identifies as a femme, this also applies to you. Femme is gender neutral. Yes? It's very sapphic. Be who you are. Also, library. Aries, there are stories that you've told yourself. You need to write a new narrative. For this month, whether it's about your marriage, your boyfriend-girlfriend, or girlfriend-girlfriend, or boyfriend-boyfriend relationship, or the way you see love in general, this month, Aries, you're being told to write a new story. Okay? I love how you always finish it. For your pride, be who you are. By the way, guys, why did I get so excited just talking about the St. Patty's Day? Ugh, I just got so excited. Okay. Oh, and for the St. Patty's Day thing, the candles will not be shipped out until St. Patty's Day. They're not coming before. So if y'all trying to buy the tickets to use it, a bitch is still on break. Not too much. Okay. All right. What's your heart message, Aries? What's your heart message? Let me see. What is your heart message? Of course, this is red. Of course, this is red for Aries. Strengthening your bonds. Aries, this doesn't feel like new love this month. It feels like pouring more into the love that already exists. Now, I'm not saying you can't meet nobody new at the function, right? But it feels like you're strengthening your connection. So if you have a husband who's been busy and y'all haven't been on date night, Aries, it's saying this month y'all need to make a date night, and not because it's Valentine's Day, but because it's the energy of the card for the month, right? If you are in a relationship with somebody and y'all have important to each other, make time to pour into each other. If you have feminine or masculine friendships, this one is actually gender neutral. If you have friendships with people who love you like family, who make your heart flutter non-romantically, strengthen those bonds. This month is about strengthening bonds for Aries. Aries, this is a very compassionate, mature message for y'all. What's gotten into y'all? Not to say that you're not known for that, but you're not known for that. You're not. Somebody said, I love this message. I really do. This is so aligned for me. And I literally came in the life on my sign. Wow, that is very aligned. That's the one you show up to the airport 10 minutes before your flight and you make it in time. That's amazing. Aries, what is your... Somebody said, I've been in 14 messages. Then you definitely need to strengthen that bond. Aries, oh my God, your message is... Okay, I know it's going too good. Look, let's not judge, okay? The Lord give it, the Lord take it away. Aries, you also, in the middle of all this strengthening bonds, are going to have to focus on karmic relationships. Karmic relationships are not lifelong relationships. These are relationships that are fleeting, triggering, cause turmoil, resentment, and hard lessons learned. Let go and love yourself. If you are, so we just talked about strengthening bonds, but some of you Aries out here are going to have to also let go of karmic relationships. So if you're an Aries who's in a fuck shit relationship and you thought I just told you to strengthen that bond, not so much. Everything I said applies to every relationship except for the karmic ones. A karmic relationship is a relationship that's meant to whoop your ass and teach you a lesson. So for you Aries out there that on some fuck shit who thought you were going to hide behind the other ones, the cards called you out. You might say, whoop, and there it is. Yeah. It's clear that we're only wanting you to strengthen bonds and good relationships. But it seems like a lot of y'all, in fact, it feels pretty neck and neck, are in some bullshit that needs to go. Yes? Somebody said, OMG, my head is spinning. Your head's not spinning because if your relationship was on some fuck shit, baby, you knew that wasn't for you. Come on. It's not spinning. Your ego might be spinning, though. All right, let's get another quick message for Aries. Why did this card jump out? Your throne, your potential is endless. Aries, you're getting a lot of gay shit. Respectfully, not derogatory. More women. I almost made a crass joke. Aries is a lot of feminine. Shout out to the queer and femme Aries, sun, moon, and risings in here. Aries, this is real gay. I'm not laughing because it's gay. I'm laughing because it's gay, but I'm not laughing because it's bad to be gay. I'm laughing because it keeps on being gay. Yay, gay stuff. What the fuck? Aries, if you got a husband, you're going to be more focused on your homegirls. What the fuck? What is happening? I've never gotten just like purely homosexual. Okay, shout out to the Aries. Okay, somebody said I love gay. Well, it's for you then. You know what it is? There might be a lot of queer Aries in here, and y'all just kind of staged the coup. So for the non-queer Aries, take what makes sense for you. Maybe the gay stuff doesn't make it onto your plate. This is all a buffet. And though, even whether you're gay, straight, queer, non-binary, gender non-conforming, whatever you identify as a person romantically, or even if you're asexual, I still do see a lot of, I just realized I made an announcement about pure sweetness. And then we got to Aries and shit was real gay. Maybe that's why I made the announcement right before y'all. Okay, maybe it was meant to be a little gay then. Pure sweetness is divine feminine. I just made an announcement about selling divine feminine candles on the low, and then everything got real gay and feminine. So let's get a general message. If there's gay shit in the general message, Aries, I'm pivoting. I'm letting you know. We can't turn y'all out queer. Oh my God. Yeah, there's a lot of queer Aries, sun, moon, and rising in here. And I am so look, the rainbows are coming out. I knew I wasn't making this up. I can smell what's in the room. Well, be who you are. Somebody said my pure sweetness came today. Well, look at that. Let me see. My bestie's birthday, 2/16 this month, has always been more femme. Also, too, and I just realized I'm actually going. I'm flying my sister to Boston, and I'm spending Valentine's Day with my sister and my mother on purpose. Like, there could have been an opportunity to do it another way, and I didn't want it. Like, I actually intentionally want to be with my sister and my mother this Valentine's Day, and I felt that very strongly. Like, it wasn't like, oh, I guess like I ain't got no dick, so I gotta be. No, like I said, no, fuck anybody who comes into my life. I want to spend Valentine's Day with my sister, my mom. So I'm a little part of the gay too, you know. Look, the ladies, the women in the femmes, okay, have been going through it. So if this ends up being and I'm an Aries Taurus, so I'm an Aries Taurus customer. That's why I'm mentioning myself in this. But if you are Aries, you're Valentine's, and if you are Aries and you are a female or femme or woman, because all three are different words for a reason. Female is your biological, woman is your gender identity, and femme is just the way you walk through the world, right? If you are a female, woman, or femme, you might want to be real sapphic this Valentine's Day and loving your girls or your girls. You know what I'm saying? Your girls. That's hilarious. Not Aries got all the gay stuff. All right, Aries, let's see what else we got for general message. Oh yeah, Aries, you're tired. You're tired, but you still like love. So this card is tired, but this card still wants love. That makes sense why anybody with Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising, you walked away from friends, family, and relationships that were unkind, and now you want lovely love, like soft pank. Cut of the month. You want pank love from wherever you can find it. And for a lot of you, it will be from your feminine and femme relationships. It don't have to be sexual. If it is, I will not judge. But it feels like Aries just wants to be. It's funny, Aries, if I was to pick a color, individual color like we usually do, Aries, your color would be pink. Huh. Aries, it's so gay. I love it. It's so funny because Bridget was gonna come visit me the day after Valentine's Day, but my travel schedule didn't work. So she's an Aries, so she's probably picking up on that energy. Aries, you want to be around your feminine friends, even if you got a man who's gonna blow your back out on the 14th. You're gonna want to be with your girls on the 13th or the 15th. Something about okay. Aries, we're gonna pivot because I can only say so much of the same thing over and over. I hope that was helpful. All right, now we're pivoting to Taurus. I just got very zen when I said Taurus. Let me drink some water. Zen. I said, wow, and I'm doing pink for my birthday. Oh, that's so perfect. Well, okay. This answers my candle questions. Light, pure, sweet. Yeah, absolutely. It's pink. By the way, water never tasted so good. Am I dehydrated? By the way, guys, everything tastes better in a steel straw. Everything. I don't know what it is. There's like a science behind it. Everything tastes better in a steel straw. All right. Now we are going to do Taurus. Why did I just turn real studious and teacher's petty? All right, Taurus. What's the first card? Let's see what the heart-centered word of the month is for Taurus. What is the heart oracle message for Taurus? Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Oh, let me just two quick questions. Stacy W7918 said, will I have a sustainable spiritual business in the next 2 years? I'm a Taurus rising Saturn. Yes, you will. It's going to be a little bit tricky nailing down exactly how to execute it, though. The execution is going to be really tricky for you. I see the next year being you figuring out what works and what doesn't. And I also see you having to be careful about not depleting yourself. But yeah, I see it. Sunny RR70C says, Scorpio Sun, Taurus Moon, Cancer Rising. Hey, Blue, am I on the right track with my new business venture? Yeah, you are. You are. Pace yourself, though. You don't try to do too much all at once. Wait a minute. Not these. Excuse me. How we get? Hold on. We have not even done anything yet. Can we get to Taurus? Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Ooh, the fan is making my nose clog up. Whenever I have a fan facing me for too long, it gives me a clogged nose. All right. Taurus, what is your message, Lord? Please don't embarrass me in my own sign. Change. Ooh. And if you look at this, it's a cord being cut. Oh, guys, I'm so sorry. These come with numbers. For the other signs, I'm sorry I didn't give you your numbers. Maybe you didn't need it. Yeah, I'm going to just say you didn't need it. Because I notice things I need to be noticed during these readings. Taurus, your number is 11 and your word is change. Taurus, this is so funny. The month of February, you're going to be cutting off all the excess fat. It's a cord cutting. Yes, you're going to be cutting the excess fat in February. You're streamlining everything. That is so on point for me. Oh my God, guys, I just realized something. So the reason why they call me Blue, and during my sexy story time, I'm going to tell you the full story why they call me Blue. Members, please put that on that list. But one of the reasons they call me Blue is because when I was younger, I was obsessed with electric blue butterflies. These are all electric blue butterflies. Look, they're actually butterflies. Okay, that's a little on the nose. Yeah, Taurus, the month of February, you're trimming the fat. You're streamlining everything. Wow. That one. Y'all know sometimes I'd be reading Taurus and then forget I am a Taurus until the end. No, that one hit me between the eyes. That's crazy. Yes, that is crazy. What the fuck? It's almost like we're psychic in here, huh? All right. Guys, what is the general oracle message for Taurus? Oh, shark. Taurus, if a man comes and tries to hunch on you real hard and love bombs you, run. Look at this. She's running from it. He's a shark. So Taurus, if something feels too good to be true or is coming on too fast, or an ex tries to come back because you suddenly on TikTok and YouTube live with glowy skin and your titty's still big and your shirt's still pink, run, bitch. Okay? Run. It's a shark. Taurus, if you're not already in a relationship and somebody who's too good to be true shows up in February, it is too good to be true. I feel like this is in my business a little bit more than usual. I'm gonna just, what the fuck? Okay. Somebody said, she's saying, don't touch me. Damn it. You can be hunched on, just don't hunch the shark. You know there's other people to hunch that are not sharks, right? Like, somebody said, is she pregnant? She looked a little pregnant. She did look pregnant. I put her away because I didn't want to see no more. But she did look pregnant, which means if you were, but Taurus energy tends to be pregnant in tarot because we represent the Empress, which is fertility, and Venus and big lactating breasts. And yeah, anything that's fertile and pregnant is Taurus and Cancer. So it's not surprising that Taurus also pulled a pregnancy card. Also, Taurus, please wear a condom this month because she was pregnant. I would like to get through Taurus as much as possible because this feels like it's very much in my business. Okay, Taurus, wear condoms and run from sharks, okay? Cut the cord, streamline. I think we see a theme. Okay, well, Taurus, you got palm tree. Well, I live in LA. Hold on. Spirit guides, if this is about me, don't do this with me on camera. Okay, we can do this privately. Taurus, your card is palm tree. Stability, security, permanence, growth, endurance, flexibility, particularly somewhere warm where there are palm trees. I live in LA, so that's funny. Palm trees. This also might be a sign for some Tauruses. I'm picking up some of you actually, if you don't live where there's palm trees, you need to go on a little mini vacation. If you are a Taurus who feels like you've been sun, moon, or rising, who feels like you've needed a vacation recently, I'm hearing 96 hours. How many days is that? That's 4 days. Taurus, if you are going to be somewhere near palm trees, you're saying you got 4 days. Not Blue, what you got going on. Girl, I don't know what's going on with this card. Usually I'm not involved in the Taurus readings. Don't enjoy that. All right. Let's see. What is your heart message? No, I'm not. I just work here. Nope. I rebuke it. Okay. Let's see. Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising. What is your heart message? Can y'all get out of my business? We've done Taurus readings for months now, and I've never been in it. Let's keep that up. Okay. Sun, Moon, and Rising. Thank you. And they're not listening. Sun, Moon, and Rising. Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising. But I do hear 96 hours somewhere warm for Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Seek more trees and blue. It feels like this really is a resting time for Taurus. Taurus, I feel like there's a lot. Oh, shit. That's also me. Fuck. Taurus, don't take the shark blue. Hey, look, y'all. Focus, okay? This is for Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Not first time for everything. No. This is why I blame it on sleep. When I wasn't sleeping, I wasn't in the cards. I'm going to stop sleeping before I do Tarot Tuesdays. Seek, Taurus. What actually is going to make you happy, not what looks like it's going to make you happy. Yo, yes, and even the birds are, yes, pretty blue birds. Shut up, y'all. I get it. Let's pull one more. Mastering your emotions. Now we're talking. Taurus, Seek out what's going to actually make you happy, not what you think what looks like it's going to make you happy. Perfect example. I don't want to spend Valentine's Day itself with a man, even though I like men and they like me. I want to spend it with my mom and my sister, right? That's not what looks good for Valentine's Day. Most people would think that's a consolation prize. For me, that's actually what's going to make me happy, right? So Taurus, make sure this month you're doing what makes you happy, not just what you think you're supposed to be doing because it's February, right? But I'm also getting master your emotions. So Taurus, you need to be focused on how well you've mastered your emotions because that's what's going to keep you buoyant this month. Are we done with this? I do not want to continue this. Shout out to all the Tauruses that this applies to, even though y'all think y'all in my business. General Reed. General Reed for Taurus. Somebody said, oh my God, you do tarot? Yes, it's Tarot Tuesday. Are you new here, love? We do tarot every first Tuesday of the month. Oh, yeah, somebody is pregnant though. There's a Taurus, someone rising who's pregnant or going to get pregnant. I feel that very strongly. Oh, God. Okay, this might be a little bit about me. Taurus, you've been... Shut up, y'all. I'm telling y'all to shut up before I even read it. Taurus, you're the first one to get a number. Your number is 11. Change. Taurus, you've been juggling a lot of work, but you are tired and need to... Shut up, y'all. I know. You've been juggling a lot of work, but you are tired and need to rest so that you can be the version of yourself that will even have the energy to entertain love again. All right, that was fun. Let's move on to who's next? Gemini. Did not enjoy that. Shut up. So let's move on to Florence. You too? A2 Florence? A2? Really? You know what? Gemini, okay? Timestamp 1 hour, 32 minutes, 21 seconds. What the fuck was that? All right. Somebody says, I'm in love with this amazing Virgo man, but I have two particular reservations in this relationship, the real deal. It could be, but your reservations are not wrong. They are reservations for a reason. The thing that you're concerned about is concerning. Somebody said she brought the dogs out. Look, no, y'all were trying to jump me in my own fucking reading. I love you, and I feel when Leo comes up, I'm going to read too. Okay, see, yes, remember that energy. Yes, I brought the dogs out. Not clear the pregnancy said no, but baby, some people want pregnancy. Some people want pregnancy. Okay, not me liking the spirit guys reading fulfilled. Now, no, don't do that. You know what? That's fine. Okay. Gemini, we big. Oh, this feels frisky. Gemini, what the fuck? Gemini? Fuck the cards for a second. Gemini, this is real loud. Gemini, don't do it for the plot. Gemini, I'm begging you, do not do it for the... Gemini? Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising, don't do it just for the plot. I'm begging you. Y'all are a menace this month. I can feel it. Y'all gonna be hunting on shit that you don't need to be hunting on, responding to messages, sending messages. Gemini, your card is number 10, Wisdom. Yeah? You're too smart for your own fucking good. You understand me? Your card is number 10, Wisdom. Gemini, the way... A lot of Geminis are going to want to do it for the plot, and I'm begging them not to. Y'all are really never beating the allegations. You know you're the least liked sign in the entire zodiac because y'all be doing this shit, right? I love y'all because I am one of y'all. And still, Sun, Moon, and Rising Gemini. Oh, boy, yeah, I can fucking feel it. One of y'all's gonna get into an argument with somebody because you fuck with their somebody something. One of y'all's gonna Gemini. And I hear a lot of, well, technically, I don't belong to nobody. Gemini, if you have to fall on technicalities, you the villain. Ooh, going to jail. Now this is interesting. Okay, this is interesting. Now, Gemini, I was chastising y'all because I felt mischief, right? And as a Gemini rising and a Gemini Venus, I understand what happens to people when we're in a mischievous mood. However, I might owe you an apology. I'm gonna get to that in a second. Let me read this real quick. Gemini sun, happily married, but an ex keeps no. Rebuke it, please. The spirit of Geminis want to start a fire this month. Give me a fucking reason to knock this shit over. It's like a restless. Okay. However, when I pull the card that I got is actually the only time that Gemini mischief in the way that I'm feeling it is not a bad thing. Protest. Gemini, a lot of you are gonna, if you don't want to fuck on somebody's husband or cheat on your husband or go back to your ex or get a blowjob to somebody in the club, a better way to channel that would be politically. So if you are a restless Gemini, I see you getting extra political this month and wanting to knock shit over and post a lot of fuck blanket, right? Rhymes with rice. I see y'all might be charging a lot of that mischievous sexual energy into revolution, actually. So I might owe you an apology, right? If you can't fuck up someone's marriage, fuck up the patriarchy. My bad. No, I can apologize. My bad. Okay. My bad. So I see there, it's love month. Gemini's feeling frisky, sun, moon, and rising. And funny enough, on Thursday, I'm going to probably be doing a live that's more political than usual. Yes, Tupac in this bitch. Tupac is your patron saint this month, Gemini. Everybody else is buying chocolates, and you want to say fuck ice. So there's that. Yes? It's very Viva la Asa, okay? Oh, somebody did 2222. That, you know, that's my angel number. That's cheating. Blue, so good to see you and hope you've been getting your rest. As of like today, I have. It's my first day of rest. I'm feeling very confused about my career path. Should I try to climb the corporate ladder at my current job or continue looking for a new job? I feel like you're going to be at your current job for a while. I don't see you pivoting anytime soon, probably because you're tired. You know that old saying, a bird in the hand is worth two in the bush? I see you finding a way to be on autopilot at work and having to guard any extra energy for you to recoup at home. And also later when you've rested more, getting a new job. But I don't see you getting a new job soon, love. It's almost like try to do as little as you can at work right now to get your energy and your power back, because climbing the corporate ladder would exhaust you right now. So I don't see you leaving, but I also don't see you climbing. I see you being in a space of finding things elsewhere to supplement you joy-wise, because you don't have the capacity energy-wise to really go looking for another job in the way that you know that you need to. You want to, but your energy feels very drained. I hope that was helpful, love. Yeah, Gemini, I see you starting a revolution. Also, Gemini, I also see you feeling real cute. What's so funny is I am wearing these leggings right now, but my waist is way more snatched. I almost want to stand up. No disrespect to her. But Gemini, I also see you sun, moon, and rising. Something about being in your body. It's all very restless. Imagine like a liger. For those who don't know a liger, it's like a mythical tiger / lion. Imagine like just a sinewy liger just strolling, looking to knock something over, right? You know that videos of cats who just knock shit over after you tell them not to? I feel like there's all this really, I feel cute, feline, reckless energy, but there's a good way. Somebody said, I'm not stirring up my body, although my waist was snatched today. I'm gonna hold you. You know, y'all know y'all have those days where your stomach is bloated, and then you have other days where your stomach goes flat. That's why I'm going out today. Somebody got to see this. So yes, you're feeling frisky, and the friskiness can either be in you doing something sexually fun and or reckless, and or you doing something very politically engaged. It's all kind of mixed. The same place that you get your sexual and sensual mischief from is also the same place that you knock shit over with. I did not expect this. Wow. Okay. What's next? What's a love message for Gemini? Because that was very, what's a love message? Oh, and by the way, guys, I just realized the wisdom card is an owl on a deer. Interesting. If anybody has like any connection, I used to be called an owl back in the day, so that really resonates. I love that. Somebody said, have a toxic ex who was obsessed with me. We broke up over a year ago. Will he leave me alone on this own? Oh, I need to file formal complaints. He's not leaving you alone anytime soon. In fact, the fact that he thinks that you still care or are engaging, if you tell him to leave you alone, it makes him feel like you still want him. He also has a chemical imbalance. I don't want to diagnose, but he has a chemical imbalance. So be very careful. Gemini, talking. So a lot of Geminis might be in the talking stage this month, or find themselves just chatting a lot, because remember what we said about the whole protest revolution thing? I'm seeing a pattern here, guys. I'm seeing a pattern here with Geminis. Geminis are known for being chatty. I dated a Gemini woman once. She talks so much. Oh my God. I was like, is this what it's like talking to me? She talks so much. Gemini, it's going to be a chatty month for you. Well, I'm going live 3 times a week this week, so I'm already a Gemini rising. Hi, Blue, Sun, Taurus, Moon, Cancer rising. I've been feeling extremely lost with myself and my life recently. Is there anything I can do to recalibrate and would benefit me positively? Yeah, you need to be more uncomfortable. Like, you need to do shit that makes you uncomfortable. You're in a rut, babe. I'm feeling very loudly it's a rut, to be honest. Someone said, hey, Blue, fellow Taurus here. This is Valentino Giddy. It looks like guilty, but the L is missing. April 26th. I've been feeling like I hit a plateau at my current job. I have a new one this year. Yes, actually. You've hit a plateau at your job a while ago, babe. If you've been at this job for more than 2 years, then this is definitely for you. If you've been on your job for only about 2 years, then it might marginally be for you. But it feels like last year. Last year, you hit a rut, like a hard rut last year. So we're already a little bit out from the rut, and the rut is not. I don't see the rut going away anytime soon. Somebody said, I'm determined to end my single season. I'm actively trying to get out more. Where is my man, Capricorn? Child, I can't tell you where your man is. I will tell you, though, that I see some dating in the spring, April onward. Your man is your free will, right? But I see dating in the spring. Let me see. Let's see. I already did that one. Taurus Sun, Cancer Moon, Gemini rising. Wait, are you me? Oh, I'm a Virgo moon. With this possible job opportunity, should I plan to move or prepare to commute? Commute. Well, here's the thing. It's a move, but it doesn't feel like a drastic move, if that makes sense. I'm saying commute because it doesn't feel drastic, but it actually feels like it's a move, but not a drastic one. So either you're moving someplace that's not super far from where you currently live, or someplace that's not super far from where you used to live. It doesn't feel like a shock to the system. It's a move, but not drastic. I hope that's helpful because it's coming out very specifically like that. I feel everywhere and nowhere all at once. Just want to start to get myself together again for myself first because I have the restlessness in myself. The restlessness is real. We're gonna do a general pull for Gemini real quick. A general pull for Gemini. Universe. Let's do a general pull for Gemini. What message do you want to send, Gemini? Universe. Let's do a general pull for Gemini. Being honest. Giving up on what doesn't work. Gemini, you're going to be overthinking a lot. Oh my God, these are all swords cards. Okay, no, Gemini, pause. You're overthinking. You have way too many swords. For those who don't know, swords is the most cerebral. So in tarot, quick tarot class, cups is emotions. Coins is financial and tangible stability, like earth, right? And swords are thinking and cerebral. 1 sword. 2 swords. 3 swords, 4 swords. Gemini, you're going to have to meditate on some shit this month. That restless energy is great physically when you get it out, as far as hunching or protesting. And though you're over fucking thinking, you have to find a way this month in particular to turn your brain off. Fuck. Yeah, that one hit. Turn your brain off. Turn the TV off. Okay? As your Gemini King, Kendrick said, just wusa, like a mindfulness practice. In fact, I just started taking some ashwagandha. Whatever you can do to turn it off. This is actually alarming how much overthinking this is. That's why you hunching on everything and trying to kick off the patriarchy. You in your head too much. Yes, journaling will help. Journaling, reading, listening to having meditation music playing in the background. Gemini, this month your job is less here. Okay, less up here. Oh, that just gave me a headache. Gemini, we're gonna have to pivot from you because that literally just gave me a migraine, and I have a lot of signs left. Oh God, that just made my head tight. Gemini, stop overthinking. And by the way, I'm trying a new brand of ashwagandha. If it works really well, I will definitely tag it so y'all can purchase it. I'm doing this thing now where I want to try products that really, really help me. And if they make sense, then I make them as an affiliate. But I'm not going to be promoting anything that I haven't tried myself. So this ashwagandha, I started it this past week. If I still like it by the end of the month, I will definitely let y'all know. All right, let's spray the air real quick. Not you're affected because you're a Gemini rising blue. Well, yeah. Well, how I keep getting in it? Hold on. What is up with y'all today? Okay. Yeah, Gemini, it was real sexy and fun until it wasn't. Which kind of feels like what you are in jeopardy of doing this month, right? It's real sexy till it isn't. We're going to put one more card for Gemini. Look at this. Your root chakra. Gemini, please look into root chakra meditations this month in particular. You're the first sign. You're the first sign to get a chakra, root chakra. This month is about grounding for you guys. Grounding in your body and less in your mind. Your mind, the attic of your mind is where you run to when you leave your body. Come back into your body. Not you're not exempt. Hey, you know what, guys? Just because this reading for once happened to be about me, don't mean y'all need to do all that. Love y'all. All right, up next we got Cancer. 1 is the loneliest number that you... Ooh, why is 1 is the loneliest number popping in my head? Cancer, you're not going through a breakup, are you? 2 can be as bad as 1, but the loneliest number is the number 1. There's some breakups happening for some Cancers. There's some breakups. Yeah. Not all. Don't freak out. Everybody doesn't get a number, love. It's happening the way it comes, but the number that was on Gemini's card was 10. Okay. Cancer. Somebody said, I need $87 million in sleep. I wouldn't mind that. All right. Cancer, we're on you. Why is 1 is the loneliest number? You need to make the change. Cancer, there's something you need to cut off. Something or someone you need to cut off. This bitch is literally cutting her hair. Also, paint the sun into your life. Any joy that you get this month, Cancer, you're going to have to bring it in yourself. This is a month where you're your own knight on a horse. You know how they say that the nice cut comes on the white horse and they save you? Nobody's coming to save you this month, Cancer. You have to do it for yourself, which is not a bad thing, by the way. It's not a bad thing. Okay. Cancer, your number is actually my angel number 22, and your card is Quest. This seems like a month where Cancers are going to be questioning what they've invested in emotionally, particularly romantic love and professional relationships. Cancer, if you are in a relationship that's at a crossroad, this is going to be a month where you're going to have to shit or get off the pot. Yeah? Like this is one of those months for y'all. I see Cancers being even more introspective than normal. That's saying a lot. 22 is the number that you got. Not everybody got a number, so congratulations to you for getting one. Let's see what the heart message is for Cancer, because this all feels very heart-centered. There's some Cancers who are going to be breaking up, and there's some Cancers who are going to be making up. It feels like a Wheel of Fortune kind of thing. All right. That's excellent. That's called self-efficacy. Cancer, wow, this is so funny. Flow. Your word is flow for this month. And you're a water sign. Cancer, I say this a lot of time in my classes, so shout out to people in here who've taken my class. You need to honor whatever's being revealed. If it's being revealed that you need to invest more in your relationship and that you slept on your relationship, do that. If it's being revealed that you need to divest from your relationship, do that. Your job this month, Cancer, is to honor what's being revealed and to flow. Honor what's being revealed. It's so funny you're getting to honor what's being revealed, and you also got a magnifying glass because you're on a quest to find out what works for you. So this feels like a month where Cancer is renegotiating with themselves and potentially with their partners what they need in order to be happy, even if it means being alone. Wow. That's some serious grown people shit. All right. Oh, really? That's so funny. That's my number. And Delta is my favorite airline, even though I know you met the other Delta. I know. All right. Love message for Cancer is keys on a ring, many options. It's time to make a decision. Someone might be stringing you along if they haven't already committed. One night stands. Damn, Cancer. Y'all going through a little bit this month. Not in a bad way, but like it's like life is like telling you to put up or shut up. Yeah, your message is explore your options. Wow. If you are dating a Cancer, Sun, Moon, or Rising, and you want some bullshit, you might want to make them a cake or something. You might get left, brother or sister. How you doing? Like, it feels like Cancers are giving people report cards and trying to figure out who passed and who failed. That's more ghoulish than y'all are accustomed to. Blue, can you advise me on what steps I should take for financial wellness? That's a pretty big question, but I set boundaries, road opener, candle going, but still concerned I need a clear path. Thank you for all you do. That question is not specific enough, but I am hearing that one of the things you need to do is if you are currently working someplace where there is promotions available, you need to see if you can negotiate a raise because you're one of the people who's getting underpaid. I think there's somebody else like an hour ago who was getting underpaid. You're definitely getting underpaid. And also resource, you have too much overhead, way too much overhead. Your life could be much leaner. All right, Cancer, let's pull your cards. Hierophant, marriage, 4 of Wands, celebration, 5 of Swords, stress, temperance, needing balance, High Priestess. This is a Cancer card. Cancer, it feels like this month family is going to be more important to you than just one-on-one romance. Ooh. Cancer, did you hear that? This month, the love is more expensive than just one-on-one. For some reason, this month, the concept of family. Like, you see how Aries had the little gay stuff happening and it was all feminine friendships and shit? How you doing? This is more about family. So family love, family connection is going to be huge for Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising. We're going to pivot now because you guys said, I said I was going fast this time to Leo. Let's see if there's any super chats. Yes, go call your grandma. Sincerely, go call your grandma. Hey, Blue, will I be getting promotion at work this year, or are they just playing me? They're playing in your face. They've been playing in your face for a while, though. Like, this is not the first time they've given you false hope, though. Somebody said, child, this is making me stressed because I'm a Cancer moon. Look at my options currently in relationship with the Taurus. Is it working? If it's working, it shouldn't make you stressed because that means you picked the best option, right? That's only stressful if the option you're looking at is not the option that you want to deserve. And I said want or deserve because sometimes what you want isn't what you deserve. Leo, let's do Leo for real. Leo, I feel energized with you. I feel like you're just going to go fast, but be super impactful. All right, Leo, we up. And by we up, I'm not a Leo. I just feel like that's your energy. All right, Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Somebody said, Gemini, should I be looking into moving in Canada or staying in the USA? If you move to Canada, it wouldn't be until 4th quarter. I see you being in the USA for at least another 6 months. So 4th quarter would be the earliest that I would see it making sense for you. All right, Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Self-determination is your message for the month. Self-determination. I kind of love that. Your number is 35. Leo, your number is 35. Self-determination. That's a dope card. All right, Leo, your heart message. Balance. That was quick. Wow. Leo, this month, you actually are in love with the concept of balance and whatever you say it is what the fuck it's gonna be. I had to swear on that one. Whatever you say it is what the fuck it's gonna be this month, Leo. Somebody said, Blue, what kind of braids do you have in? They're not braids, baby. They're locks. They're locks. They're not braids. They're just wavy. All right. Leo. Wow. Excuse the fuck out of me, Leo. Okay. I kind of like this. Period. Yes. Leo, it's very much I said what the fuck I said energy. I was not ready for that. Everybody else would be so soft and crying and shit. How the fuck? Okay. Leo. Wow. Okay. Leo, you know what's so interesting? I knew I was going to pull this card for you. So I'm going to make the cards neat. Your first card was self-determination, yes? Self-determination. I didn't make it up. Your next card is feasting. Leo, this is a bountiful month for you. It says slow down and celebrate yourself. Leo, this month, you're your fucking Valentine. That's why it is whatever the fuck you said it is. It don't mean you're not going to have a date. It don't mean nobody wants you. It don't mean nobody has a crush on you. It just means this month, the person who you want to flex on the most, the person you want to pamper the most, the person you want to get flowers for the most is you. Well, plot twist. The bitch eating the buffet by herself. Okay, I don't hate this. She's not sad. She's not crying into a tub of ice cream. She's like, maybe right now the love of my life is fucking me. And she looked happy. She got a good brow and everything. Okay. I'm not married. I'm not mad at that. And by the way, guys, alone doesn't always mean lonely. And that was not lonely. That was solitude, but it was the sweetness of solitude. That was not lonely. So Leo, that's an amazing message. Because I know y'all like to be loved on and affirmed by others. This is feeling like it was a good bra. What? When you got to go bitches, you appreciate a good bra, even if it's in the cartoon, okay? Them things were sitting. All right. Leo, what is your very specific love message? Engagement ring. Leo, for some of you, the reason why you're spending Valentine's Day alone is because you don't want to bullshit with somebody that you don't want to commit to. And so if it's not real, you rather just do it by yourself. Wow. You are in a space where you're ready to either settle down or leave everybody alone. Nothing in between. You're ready to settle down or leave everybody alone. You're not interested in the games in between. That's why if you have not met anybody you could take seriously this month, you will be very happy to spend Valentine's Day by yourself and have a good old fucking time. I'm actually not fucking mad at that. I'm not mad at that. Thank you for being love and light. Just got your protection candle and bath need protection most next week. When should I start the bath and burn the candle? I would say next Thursday, if possible. I'm hearing for you. I don't know why I'm hearing next Thursday. Leo, let's get a general message for you before we pivot. Your message is very clear, Leo. We're going fast with you, but you're getting like some very, very, very clear messages. Somebody said, where's Flo? And Flo says, I'm here, just quiet. All right, we looking at 3 of Wands, Tower. Oh, okay. So what happened, Leo? There was a lot of disappointments in the past. And I'm not saying you didn't bounce back. You just divested interest. So 3 of Wands says that you are ready for something new. And so if nothing new reveals itself, you'd rather just be happy creating your own joy until something new and better happens. You got a Tower card. And I'm fearing last year, Leo, a lot of shit blew your life up. Like your life was, right? There was an explosion in your life last year. And that explosion in your life last year is why you're looking for something new this year. And so rather than doing the same old that you would do for Valentine's Day, being up under the wrong person, crying over your ex, pretending everything's okay when it's not, you're like, I'm going to do it differently. I don't have to wait for or hope for something good to happen. I'm going to make something good happen for myself. It's going to be good because I fucking said it's going to be good. And that's amazing because, Leo, they're telling me the worst is behind you, right? This is a travel card of traveling from adversity to something new. So there's a lot of movement here. Also, Leo, anybody who does not move with integrity is going to annoy you this entire month. The King of Swords tells it like it is at all times. If someone's not moving like a King of Swords, you want no part of it. You want no part of it. There's a Warsan Shire quote that I constantly use that feels very much like Leo's energy this month. I will only have you if your company is better than the sweetness of my solitude, right? Unless someone is better than what you're doing for yourself, you have no interest. You ain't got it. Oh, I love that. Haitian Symphony, I love that. Yeah, it's like you're your own Valentine, and it's in the most empowered way. There's nothing like sad about it, right? And the last card you got was the Ace of Pentacles. It's the sprouting of new beginning. It's the sprouting of new beginning. Leo, this is very empowered. Y'all been in therapy or something? What's going on? I'm not saying you're not evolved, Leo, but this is more evolved than y'all usually get credit for. Okay. I actually like this. I like this a lot. That was very healthy. I don't really have any. Well, my Mars is in Leo, but that's just how I get mad and fuck. But I really love that for you, Leo. Like, I'm proud of y'all. I don't think I've ever said that, but Leo, I'm proud of y'all. Oh, Flo said I'm taking your class. Well, that probably also helps. For anybody who's asking, we have no more classes until September. Don't ask. No classes until September. Yeah, Leo, this is actually very grown shit. Who's next? Speaking of grown shit, Virgo. All right, Virgo. Okay, something is telling me to shuffle the deck more than usual for Virgo. Okay. Virgo sun, moon, and rising. Virgo sun, moon, and rising. Virgo sun. I don't get it, not one bit. Leo rising here. What does that mean, love? If you don't get it, it might not be your message. It's impossible for these messages to be for everybody. Leo sun, moon, and rising. Leo sun, moon, and rising. Yes. Sorry, not Leo. Virgo sun, moon, and rising. Interesting that I kept on saying Leo. Virgo sun, moon, and rising. Virgo sun, moon, and rising. Why does this feel like Virgo? Overthinking means underfeeling is the first message I'm getting for Virgo. Overthinking means underfeeling. You sound like the Geminis. Well, Virgo and Gemini are both ruled by Mercury, which is about communication, and y'all like to overthink, so that makes sense. Virgo and Gemini. Virgo and Gemini, same message. Overthinking means underfeeling. Stop overthinking. Damn, y'all got the same card that Pisces got, fear and courage. Virgo, I'm not gonna cuss you out the way I cussed out Pisces. If you are a Virgo and you want to hear what the fuck I mean about fear and courage, please go back to Pisces. I'm not going through that again. It drained me having to talk to y'all like that. I can't do it twice in one reading. Y'all need to decide: are you gonna be courageous and do the damn thing, or are you gonna be fearful and lay down and surrender? You can't do both. I also am a triple Virgo. I'm gonna always pick courage, y'all. I'm not even wondering about that. All right, what is the heart message for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising? Yes, you gotta think big, bitch. You gotta think big. I hope that man who made that meme is doing well. You gotta think big, bitch. If you are a Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising, you got the fear and courage card. Go to Pisces and listen to what I said to Pisces about fear and courage and why you can't do both. So stop trying to do both. Is you Big Willie or not? Sorry, see, I almost fell into it. Sorry. I almost got pulled into the card and I apologize. All right, Virgo. Virgo almost got cussed out. I'm sorry, I can't do it again. All right, move. I don't mean to laugh. Virgo, your card is move. Just move. You're stagnant, bitch. Move. I literally just finished moving out of my old house yesterday. So this is actually hilarious. Move. Movement. Virgo, that's something I should say to people all the time when I moved to New York, from New York to DC, and then again when I went from DC to LA. Some people like it when folks say, oh, that's well said, right? When you are in academic spaces like I was in Boston, or you're with a bunch of smart hustlers like I was in New York, or you're with a bunch of political people when I was in DC, everybody sounds real smart. Everybody's so fucking smart. Everybody uses all these big words and, all these, ellipses and, oh, I'm so smart, I'm so pontificating, right? It wasn't until LA that I realized when you live in places where everybody loves how smart they are, the biggest compliment in their mind is, ooh, that was well said, right? People who are self-impressed like to be like, ooh, that was well said. You know what compliment is bigger than that was well said? That was well done. I'd rather be complimented on what I did than on what I said. Because saying it is just a notion. Doing it means you cross the fucking finish line. LA is full of people who don't always say things right, but they get shit done. Yeah? Might not be so smart, but they got farther than you and your smart ass. Virgo, be less smart and be focused more on movement. Fuck being well-spoken. Be well done. What did you fucking do? That's your message for this month. This month is about movement. Yes, you can talk real pretty. Nice. Now what? Back it up. Back it the fuck up this month, Virgo. Sun, moon, and rising. And somebody in particular need to get hit with a brick upside the head with that one. I'm talking very specifically to some of y'all. And you know who you are. Got to get the gab. Know all these fucking words. You ain't done shit though. Get up. Okay? There's a dummy out there who's outworking you, Virgo. Get up. Okay, let me breathe. I'm back. It's true though. Okay? You're real fucking smart, and there's dummies out there who are running circles around you. Do something. Stop talking. All right. Your love message is photograph. People are looking at old photographs, missing you nostalgia. Virgo, this is going to be a nostalgic month for a lot of y'all. I feel nostalgia. That's so funny. Yeah, I'm not going to share. But I feel nostalgia. Virgo, if you find yourself going through old videos and pictures, like, oh shit, is that what I was doing in 2020? Yeah, this is a very nostalgic month for you. Bittersweet is the word that I'm picking up. Bittersweet. And nostalgic doesn't mean you go back to your ex. It doesn't mean that you call that friend who played in your face. It doesn't mean you drive by that old job that played with your money. It just means that nostalgia is coming through very, very loudly. Did we pull? Oh, yes, we got moved. That's why I ended up having to cut y'all out. Let's do a quick general read, Virgo. Celebration, stress, work, Tower, Queen of Cups. Okay, Virgo, it feels like this month is going to be a grab bag where the kind of month you have depends on who you give access to. I think last year during Virgo season, I said y'all needed to only hang out in VIP. We're back to that. Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising, you need to be bubble wrapped this month. Bubble wrapped. If they can't make it into VIP, Virgo, they can't find you. This is not the second time this year that we've had to put Virgos in quarantine, okay? If they can't find you in VIP, they will have to find you next month. This is a month about Virgo being very bubble wrapped and safe because your month depends on who has access to you. If you give the right people access to you, look at the month. Celebration, happy, yay! If you give the wrong people access to you, oh shit, why did I listen to Blue? Everything blew up in my face. Y'all got both. Y'all remember back in like the 90s, there was these choose your own adventure cards. And if you go behind door number 1, this happens. If you go by door number 2, this happens. Virgo, this is very much a choose your own adventure kind of month. Okay? VIP, Gen Pop. VIP, Gen Pop. Look, the Gen Pop is on fire. Bodies jumping out of a burning building. And now you crying at the hospital because you didn't want to fucking listen. Okay, I'll let it go. I know my people, okay? I know I'm a Virgo stallion. We're hard-headed, okay? If you said you heard it, okay. Don't come back next month talking about, Blue, can I pay you $20 to ask you about what happened because I didn't listen to you? I'm trying to save y'all. Ooh, what's this? Okay, I like Fenty, but I like my other lip gloss better. Rihanna, I love you, though. I think I didn't say it during the Pisces reading. Okay. Oh, yeah, this feels much better. Why do I feel like I need lip oil after cussing out Virgo? I'm sorry. Virgo, at least I didn't cuss you out twice. I told you to go to Pisces to get the first cuss out. So, look at God. Okay. Hey, Blue. Any advice about when I need to get out of this depressed, unhappy mood? You might need meds, my love. Have you gotten tested for anything? Like, it feels like you have, I can't do anything medical because we're on camera, but it feels like you have been in a depressive state for a while. I don't even want to say high functioning, mid functioning. You need some laughter. I know that sounds so fucking contrived. You need to laugh. Like, if you were to call, how sometimes you'll be having a bad day and you call that one friend that makes you laugh and you keying, and by the time you're done telling them how horrible shit is, you're crying and laughing simultaneously because you're realizing how absurd your life is. You need one of those. You need fellowship, but you need the kind of fellowship that's fun and light and cathartic. The kind of people that you can tell how bad your day is, but you're going to end up laughing in the middle of telling the story. That's what you need immediately. You also might need a therapist, though, if you don't have one. If you do have a therapist, you might need a new one. Okay? Somebody said, Blue, my son has a new therapist. Oh, shit. Right, next question. Can I be open and trust her? I feel a bit judged by her. She's judging you. She's judging you a little bit, but you're also super sensitive, so you're both compromised. But also, though, how is she working for your son? Center your son in this. If you feel a little bit judged by her, because she finds you, she thinks you're a helicopter. I'm gonna be honest. She thinks you're one of those helicopter parents who doesn't know how to stay in their lane, and she's not completely wrong. Respectfully. Yes? So the lady's not wrong. And though she's judging you because of it. Yes? So it's like she's judging you, but you're kind of giving her something to judge. So my question is she working for your son? If she's working for your son and you feel judged because you all up in their business, then pull away and let them do their thing. If you feel judged and she's also not doing great with your son, then let her go. But I'm picking up, this one's a little bit more layered than just, is she judging me? Yeah, she is. She is judging me, absolutely. Virgo moon, am I being too selective, or is it better safe than sorry regarding my current friendship? You know the story of Jesus and Judas? Not only are you not being too selective, if you knew what was really going on behind your back, you'd be even madder. You're not being too selective. You're not being too selective. Let's see. We're gonna do one more before we pivot to. Actually, I think we did. Okay, Anubia Moon. Should I focus on becoming a content creator? Posting makes me nervous, or focus on my 9 to 5? Both. You need to do both. You're gonna be doing both for at least another year. You need to do both. Stop acting like it's one or the other. You need to do both. Very few content creators who are successful just one. You need the stability of one, and you need the courage of the other. You need both simultaneously. If you were all courage with no stability, you would shut down and then fall into a depression. If you were all stability and no courage, you would be restless like you are now. You need both. It was never one or the other with you. It's going to be at least next year before you can even consider leaving one for the other. You need both. All right, up next we have, after Virgo comes Libra. Oh, Libra, you should be happy. You all about love, right? Libra's love. This is y'all's month. What's the card for Libra? You guys, these are going to be really, really quick because I got to leave soon. Quick doesn't mean that you're not going to get what you need. It just means I'm going to be talking and chatting less in between the messages. All right, Libra. You got connection. Of course, Libra got two people. Y'all can't be alone for shit, huh? Pink. Yes, everybody's color is pink. So, Libra, it's love month and you here for it. Ain't nobody surprised. I think Libra might be the quickest one because this is the month where it's probably going to be a lot of Libra shit going on. Let's see. Guys, remember, have a question answered. It's a $10 raffle, and it's a raffle. You're not guaranteed, but at least you're in the running. Thank you, Kenzo. I appreciate you, my love. All right. Oh, Libra, your card fell into my foot. Hold on for a second. Not you flying in my face. I'll be right back. Hold on. Libra, what the fuck? Awaiting results. Okay, if you are a Libra who is in a relationship that's on the rocks, you're trying to decide if you want to stay and invest further or divest. If you are a Libra who's happily married, but maybe is thinking about work and career, you might be waiting to hear back from a job opportunity that could change your life and enhance the way that you and your partner live. So either you're trying to figure out how you're going to stay in the relationship, or you're trying to figure out what's going to happen with a move or a job opportunity that will affect your relationships. Awaiting results is your heart message. Let's do an oracle card for you, Libra. And something is telling me to give you a number with this oracle card, so I'm going to honor that. What's Libra's oracle message? Libra's oracle message is gold. You know that Kitsugi thing where you take a broken cup and then you use gold to make it better? Libra, you are gold. You don't need someone else to fix you. Libra, this is the month when y'all finally remember who the fuck you were. Not Libra sucking toes. How'd we get here? Now, hold on. What? Okay. Yeah, Libra's ready. Libra, this is the month where it feels like a lot of you are going to get your power back. It's already love month. You're already lovers. So like nobody's surprised about that. But I feel like this month you might get some wins, some blessings, some progress that reminds you who the fuck you were all along. This is a great month for Leo. It's not Leo, although this feels very Leo. Libra, your Valentine this month, aside from your partner, if you're in a relationship, is your sense of self. Your self-esteem is your Valentine. I feel like a lot of Libras are getting their self-esteem back up this month. Sundress, do it for yourself. Yeah, you're just loving on yourself. This is very much, oh, that's cute. And mind you, y'all always knew y'all was cute, but now y'all know y'all cute, if that makes sense. This feels like a very affirming month for Libra, whether you're single or not, actually. Whether you're single or not, I feel like Libras are, because you guys know, the year of the snake has not ended until the end of this week. The year of the snake, I think, starts like, when does the year of the snake end? Year of horse begin? Because the year of the horse doesn't begin yet. Yeah, February 17th. We got like another week and a half, right? So everybody's like, oh no, I thought you said it was the year of the horse. Why does everything suck? It's not the year of the horse yet. We're still on the snake, baby. The year of the horse don't start for another 2 weeks, right? So you're shedding a lot in these last 2 weeks of the year of the snake. And come the year of the horse on the 17th, that is when I see, by the time the year of the horse starts, Libras will be like, yep, it sure the fuck is the year of the horse. I forgot who the fuck I was for a second, but I remembered. So shout out to the Libras for getting that thing back. Seduction. Oh, what is he pulling her hair? What is that? I'm not gonna show this card. I don't want to get in trouble. Just know he's pulling her hair. Attraction, flirting, dating, hooking up, temptation. Typical Libra shit. Libra, people want you, you want them back. You know what it is. Libra, if you're in a relationship or married, this is a great time to have a lot of great, wild sex with your partner. Wild donkey noises, dolphin noises, horse noises, like a lot of sex. Libra, is there something nasty that you only get done to you on your birthday? Ask for it now for Valentine's Day. I just work here. Nasty. Do shit. Have them do shit to you that would make you get judged by your friends. Thank you, Libra. That's all I have for you because it's going to get nasty if I continue. And this is still a public forum. Up next, we have Scorpio. Scorpio. Not Libra. Wait, why the Libra so... Yeah, okay. Not going to get pulled in. Scorpio, what card are we going to start with Scorpio? Let's start with these. Let's do a quick oracle for Scorpio. Scorpio, your oracle message is control. Oh, dear. Scorpio, your message is control. You are going to have to be confronting your issues and your feelings around control this year. I mean, not this year. Well, actually, yes, this year. But this month in particular, your Valentine's Day might not go the way that you can control it to, but it is going to be the way that you need it to be. Should I pursue a pay increase or sit back and let it happen? Pursue it. Pursue it loudly. Something about control. And your number is 16. Your number is 16. And for the Libras, your number was 36. Libra, your number was 36. I forgot to say that out loud. So, control, Scorpios, control. There's a theme of control this month for you. Let's look more into that. Give us a clarifying message on Scorpio. Give us a clarifying message on Scorpio. Yes, you just missed Leo, my love. We just did Leo. Scorpios are so hard-headed about control. This man is trying to ride a fucking kangaroo. Do you know how much audacity it takes to try to ride a kangaroo? The shit was meant to hop on its own. Okay, Scorpio, darkest fears. Some Scorpio sun, moons, and risings are going to be triggered this month around the concept of love and relationship and legacy. So if you're a Scorpio who doesn't have kids and wants children, a Scorpio who doesn't have a marriage and wants marriage, a Scorpio who wants a substantial partnership, but you're just in a companionship or situationship with somebody, I see all that coming up to the surface this month, and you having to really face your darkest fears about the concept of partnership and aloneness. Scorpio, sun, moon, and rising. And you can be alone in a relationship. This is not just based on you being single or not. Scorpios, this month you have to be honest about what does partnership and community actually look like. Deep, dark questions around that. Your love word is healing heart. The reason why a lot of you are confronting your darkest fears this month, Scorpio, sun, moon, and rising, around legacy, family, children, partnership, romance, etc., is because your heart is still healing from something, healing from heartbreak, feeding from toxic relationships or addictions. Whatever you went through that you're healing from, you're still healing, baby. Like you know that picture of in the emojis of a heart with a Band-Aid on it? Scorpio, you are the heart with the Band-Aid on it. So the heart is intact, but it's still healing, right? Somebody said it sounds like Cancer reading. It kind of does. The water signs are going through it, my poor babies. Oh my God, the water signs are going through it this month. I'm sending y'all love. All right, so let's do Oracle card. I told you guys, just because I'm going faster doesn't mean I'm not going to give you the same amount of messages. All right, so Oracle card, shuffle. Oh, and if you want to see the Scorpio card again, darkest fears. Right? This man looks stoic and handsome and X, Y, and Z, but the whole time he's thinking about his darkest fears. Capricorn is going last because Aquarius went first, my love, so we're almost there. Scorpio. Garden, something lovely will grow from this pain. So Scorpios, Sun, Moon, and Rising who are healing from something, even during love month, who are healing from a betrayal, even if they're in currently a good relationship, just know, yes, you miss Leo, my love. Just know that something good is going to come from this. You are being taught a really beautiful lesson, even in the midst of the disappointment and heartache. A lot of Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Risings invested in a relationship, a job, or a business venture for a very long time. And last year or the top of this year, they had to let it go because they were not getting a return on that investment. And just know, just because you invested all that time in him or her or it does not mean it was wasted time. It means it was a lesson that if you learn it, you never have to learn again. Someone said, I'm Libra Rising, Libra Sun, Aquarius. I just accepted a part-time consulting gig because I want to get back to school for interior design and build my interior platform. Was this a good idea? Move? It absolutely was. It absolutely was. Congratulations to you. They 100% approve of that decision. And also, if possible, take a journal, because what's going to be happening over the next 6 months is going to be very transformative for you. And you're going to want to go back and see it after the moment is over. It's always poignant when you keep a journal during really big transitional moments, because when you stop transitioning and you land somewhere else, reading it back, it almost feels like you're reading something a stranger wrote. Like, oh my God, I forgot I felt like that when I was becoming this, right? We all remember we all like clap for who we become, but a lot of us forget to really sit with who we are during the becoming. Yeah. That's why I really love that Michelle Obama called her book Becoming, because the becoming, those in between moments are really fucking poignant. All right. Final message. 10 of Swords, more heartache. 3 of Pentacles, community and rebuilding. Ace of Swords, be honest about what you wanted all along. Strength, using gentle strength to get what you need. 5 of Swords, fighting your demons. And last but not least, Page of Pentacles, being an apprentice and learning how to do things anew. Scorpio energy, I feel like you are going through a puberty of sorts, and there's growing pains involved in that, but at least there's growth and also involved in that. Up next, we have Sag. We're going to do Sag. Sag, your timestamp is 2/22/28. Sag, 2/22/28 is the Sag. What is the, we're on Sagittarius right now. Sag, your card is decision. You need to make a decision. You need to take a leap of faith and make a decision. If you are a Sag who is in a relationship that hasn't fully committed, make a decision. If you're a Sag in a relationship that needs to end, make a decision. If you're the Sag who's in a relationship that is committed, but you haven't been pouring into it, make a decision. There's something about Sagittarius being decisive, and y'all are so fucking opinionated. That shouldn't be hard for you, right? What is up with the signs dropping cards? Jesus Christ. Sag, your card is feeling alone. That sounds sad. A little is, because you're seeking the truth. I got these two stuck together back to back. A lot of Sagittarius are asking themselves, is this all really worth it? Is this all really what I want? Is this all worth investing in further? A lot of Sagittarius are going to be asking themselves, wow, a lot of you are being introspective this month. A lot of Sagittarius are going to be asking themselves if they want to continue with certain things and how they can be anew. It almost feels like for Sag, I hear you saying like, oh, I didn't think of it that way, right? Like rather than quitting your job, you might just like move to another team that's a better fit. Or rather than breaking up with your partner, you just might have a different schedule for making sure that everybody's needs are met. Like I see you having to be innovative. Your card is wings. You never needed anybody else to fly. Now, Sag, are you seeing how every single card I'm pulling up for you is you taking a leap of faith? I don't need to belabor this point. Sag, there's a leap of faith that's being asked of you this month. Surrender to it, because it is going to keep chasing you until you do. Your love card, very specific love card, because some of these cards are not just about love. Someone just asked, what will it take for my depression to turn around and for my relationship with my mother to improve? Am I just stagnant? You're not lazy. You do need medical intervention. I don't do medical readings, but I am seeing that you do need a therapist or but I see meds though. I can't do anything medical online, but I do see something about medication. There's a medication that is meant to help you with what you have going on. Yes, the themes be theming. I'll pull out decks from a completely different fucking card and it'll be the same thing. Camera, reminiscent, keepsake. You're also being nostalgic. Okay. So maybe part of, and it makes sense when you're taking a leap of faith into something new, it does make you nostalgic about what you're leaping from. So that does make a lot of sense. Sag, if you're in a relationship that, how do I say this nicely? I'm just going to say nicely for time. Sag, some of you might need to take a break. Some of you are in relationships where you will have to take a break. If you're a Sag who's been single for a long time, then I'm hearing the opposite. You need to cultivate deeper time to connect with your loved ones. So single Sagittarius who have not been in a relationship in a long time, you're good. Spend time with your family. Have a great time. Hang out with your kids, your sons, your daughters, your favorite cousins. But for Sagittarius who are in relationships that are kind of compromised, I see a break coming. Don't get mad at me. I'm just a messenger. If you're a Sagittarius who's happy, then you don't even need my advice. You're happy. Again, heal. Wow. So Scorpio and Sag seem to also both of them be. If you're a Scorpio Sag cusp, if you're in those days going from Scorpio to Sag, this extra applies to you. But the healing theme is really strong for my end of year babies. Wow. Sag, the number I'm going to give you is the number 8. Please look up the meaning of the number 8. That is your number 8. Not everybody got a number, so be happy that you did. All right. Y'all, I feel so good. I feel really, really good. And I actually think, too, that this speed is great because some of you have ADHD and it's keeping us all on our toes. All right. Let's see. After Sag, we are doing... Wait, are we doing Capricorn? Did we already get to Capricorn? Oh, my heavens. Guys, oh, I'm going to miss y'all. Well, I'm going to see y'all on Thursday. We're doing a live on Thursday, so... I don't have to worry about it. All right. We're going to do Capricorn. Capricorn babies, thank you for being patient. You are last. We're doing you at 2:26:57. And just be clear, guys, I talked less about non-consequential stuff and less kikiing, but you all got the message that you needed. So if somebody got 20 minutes, but it was lots of talking about other stuff, and you got 5, but I went straight to the point, you got the same thing, right? Because I feel like some Sagittarius are going to be like, that was so fast. That was a lot, though. And it's a free reading. Love you. Let me see. Leap of faith, wear blue. Baby, that's a whole reading. That's not a simple question. But for you in particular, it's love and money. Let me see. You've been here the whole life. Oh, you have. Okay. Capricorn, you up. And it's so funny because Estelle's a Capricorn. So I'm about to leave the Capricorns to go to more Capricorns. Capricorn, I want you to understand that this month, you're going to have to be kinder to yourself than usual. Some of y'all have some harsh internal dialogue. At least the ones that are in here right now. I don't know why I keep attracting that. And so, yeah. Capricorn, your card, this is so fun. Your card is Vanity. Look how pretty she is. Capricorn, number 33. This month, you need to be a peacock. Capricorn, I need you for the month of February to pretend you're a Leo or a Libra. Just be peacock. Remind everybody, include yourself, that you're that bitch. Okay? Remind them that you're him or her or they. Whatever your pronouns are. Capricorn's also, wow, this is hilarious. Capricorn, your card is love. Oh my God, we're ending love month with a sign that actually got love as their card. Every form of love, romantic love, familial love, professional love, creative love, right? Personal self-love. Your word for this month, Capricorn, is love. Aww. You know how James Brown is like, oh, I look so good, I just want to kiss myself. Like that. Or I think Little Richard used to do that too. Be like James Brown, Little Richard. Okay? I need you to feel so fucking good and so vain. I need you to want to kiss yourself. All right. What is your general message? Let's do the general message for Cap. General message. And Cap, the energy feels good. It feels like y'all might be drinking a little bit, just a lot more than usual this month. Not in the alcoholic, cry for help kind of way, but y'all might be, toasting a lot. I'm not mad, okay? I see you, high life. Someone said I'm going to start kissing myself, especially if you're a Capricorn. All right, let's see. What is the general? No, it said the white deck. My bad. Okay. Oh, wow. I literally said that Capricorns were going to be toasting and drinking. Y'all all saw it. Look what I pulled up. A bunch of bitches doing a toast. Capricorn, seriously? So many Capricorns are going to find themselves wanting to be in fellowship. Even if you have a partner, I still see you when you go out with your girls, with your boys to have a fun time. I see this being a month of fellowship for y'all. 9 of Cups. There's something that you wish for that might actually come to fruition this month. Just be ready for it when it pops up. Somebody said, if I get a job, I'm hoping on, I'm going to be toasting. Yeah. Now, here's the thing about strength, though. This is the strength card. The strength card means using gentle force. So Capricorn, put away your control tendencies this month. Page of Wands. It also, that's a very young energy. I feel like Capricorn's acting very young and carefree. It feels very Leo, Aries, Libra kind of energy. Just cute and outside. Popping bottles and shit. Somebody said, Blue, do you do one-on-one readings? This was my first Tarot Tuesday, and it was a chef's kiss. Oh, I love that. Yes, I do, but my calendar is closed because I'm booked until April, and I needed the time out. But when I start doing readings again, actually, you know what? I'm going to do the announcement about when I start doing readings again at the St. Patty's Day not members only, it's for everybody. St. Patty's Day meet and greet happy hour. For those who came in late, on March 17th, we are doing a St. Patty's Day meet and greet happy hour. It's going to be on Zoom, which means we're all going to be able to see each other. It's not just going to be like us on live. And we are going to be having a good old time. I want to toast with y'all. It's going to be a fun time. Next card. Let's do the romance cards for Capricorn. Capricorn, y'all sound a little bit lit. Okay. Y'all don't know when the Capricorn decides to party, they know how to fucking party. All right. A boat, receiving what you need, progression, arriving, closure of issues. Wow. The year of the horse is starting off strong for you, Capricorn. Closure, receiving what you need and moving on, arriving somewhere new. This is amazing. You guys are starting off the Chinese New Year in the right way. I slightly envy this. This is how you start a fucking Chinese New Year. Okay, Capricorn. I see you. Let's see. What is one more card? Let's do the big oracle. Capricorn, this is your final card. Capricorn has arguably gotten the most positive reading of everybody. For those who said you're confused, why are you confused? What are you confused about, my love? You have some time for me to clarify. What are you confused about? I'm not being facetious or confrontational. I really want to help you. If you can tell me what you're confused about, I'll help you out. Someone said, hey, Blue, any message for my spirit team? No, that's too general. That's too much labor to do on a general read. Please be specific, guys, so that I don't have to float around for energies. Love you, Blue. Thank you for all that you do. This reading is exactly what I needed. I'm so happy, love. Capricorn, Sun, Libra, Moon, Leo, Rising. Is this my year of prestige and achievement? It's your year of growth and financial stability. If you consider that to be prestige and achievement. Prestige, not so much, but growth, definitely. Let me see. What will it take for my... Oh, by the way, for Michelle, the one who asked about your relationship with your mother, I do see the relationship with your mother improving, but I see it being on the other side of some really uncomfortable, courageous conversations. For Michelle, who asked about her relationship with her mother. Yeah, I didn't see that last part, but I want to make sure that I answered it. All right, what is the final message for Capricorn? Final message for Capricorn. Okay. Damn, Capricorn, we're ending this in a lovely mood. Stardust. Capricorn, you're going to be feeling, we're all just the universe. Stardust. Capricorn, this month, you're going to feel very grateful for who shows up for you. That is beautiful. We could all learn, all of us could learn from the Capricorn reading. This is a month where Capricorn energy feels just grateful for what remained and making peace for what went away. If that makes sense. Okay, I get it, right? A lot of you are gonna be like, I get why it had to be like this. Capricorn girl is going outside. I'm relationship ready. Nice. Yeah, gratitude is gonna be the thing that keeps you buoyant, right? I think we said for Aquarius or another sign, creativity was gonna keep them buoyant. Capricorn, for you specifically, Sun, Moon, and Rising, it's your gratitude and recognizing how interconnected you are as part of the universe. That's what's gonna keep you grounded. Guys, I hope this was helpful. It's good to be back. I will see y'all on Thursday and Saturday. We have not had a 3-peat week in months. Okay. I hope this is helpful for everybody inside. For anybody who's watching the recap, please tell me what the color pink means to you. You can Google what pink means symbolically. You can tell me what it means to you personally. I want us to be in an energy of pink, okay? We're all just pink because the world is very, I don't want to say black because black is beautiful. The world is very dark and gray right now, and a little bit of pink wouldn't hurt, right? So my task for you is pink means to me, insert what it means to you. And also, love is a very big word that we make very small for optics. I'm going to ask all of you to be more expansive about what love means to you. Not just this month, but in general. Because one of the things that Bad Bunny said in his speech for the Grammys, and I'll be talking about the Grammys on Thursday. Y'all know I don't rush to be the first person to talk about anything. I rush to be the most thoughtful person to talk about something. So my Grammys recap is going to be on Thursday, not 5 minutes after it happened, right? He said, rather than focusing on hate, let's focus on love. And I got nervous when he said that because I was like, oh, he's about to be toxically positive. But he said, no, don't focus on the hate you have for who's hurting us. Focus on the love you have for who you're trying to keep safe, basically. Focus on who you love and how to love them better rather than just staying up all night about how much hate is in the world right now. I think universally, that's what's going to keep us all buoyant. And me seeing Bad Bunny make that speech is why I wore pink today. I was like, you know what? We do need to focus on love more, but the kind of love that has a machete. Yeah. You can have a heart with a machete. Love y'all so much. I will see you on Thursday. And now I'm heading to change out of this outfit because this is not conducive to February weather. And I'm going to happy hour to have drinks with people that I love. All right. I will see y'all in a few days. Bye, family.